Welcome back, everybody. It's another episode with me and Cole. We got a new guest who's probably going to be here for the long haul. His name is Trayvon.
Yo, it's me. This is going to be one of my first times being on a podcast. So, if I don't do things too good, bear with me, But I'm a talker, so I think I can handle this pretty good.
Yeah, we're going to get used to it. It's going to be a pretty regular thing again. It's been a while since we've been here, but we're here to stay.
Hey, we're getting it back together, man. Getting it back together.
Yeah, hopefully no time off now.
We fixed it. It's good.
Yeah.
No more errors. We got this locked down.
We're locked in for real this time.
Locked in for life.
All right, I hear you have something for us.
Oh, yes. Prepare y'all ears. So y'all always wonder, hey, let's go to McDonald's. Okay. What drink do you usually get? Sprite, Coke, something else, a mixture of that. But what do you usually always get? The Sprite, right? Okay. So let me tell you, you always drink it. That first sip, you're like, whoa, what was that? You're thinking, is this Sprite or is this battery acid? Now, let me tell you, I got the inside. I worked there for about 6 months as a little crew member.
It's actually battery acid.
Exactly.
I always see a lot of batteries behind the building too.
You would think that so in the kitchen there's like two large vats. One's like for the Coke syrup and the other one's for the Sprite. So, number one, they always draw that from the syrup so that you get the best like mixture, because they like work with Sprite themselves and get like their best taste. Then heads over to the little dispenser. It gets like super cooled, but not like with ice or anything. So once it comes out, it's cold. And then
you put it nice.
Yeah, you put it, then they add the ice. That's what makes it even colder. Number 3. It's a little weird, small detail. I never would have thought this, but the straw is actually like bigger than some of the other like companies. Like you go to Wendy's, their straw is a little bit thinner.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
That makes like the trio difference. So when you drink it, you're getting more of the drink, and like that combination is a deadly combination. You drink that, you're like, wow.
That stuff do be making you just like air bubble, like you can feel it in your stomach, like your stomach acid.
You feel like, dang, I feel like I shouldn't be drinking this.
I heard a lot of people like Sprite and lemonade. They go 50-50. Have you ever had that?
Yes.
I've never had it, but I hear it's really good. I love lemonade. So
there was this one time we went to Jimbo's.
Jimbo's?
Worst Sprite we've ever. It's like a mom and pops, like like a barbecue place.
Yeah,
but it's like out there.
It's like a little locust by the skate world.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy, but it's like super kind of tiny mom and pop, like I said.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we went there one time right before we went skating. Boy, was that Sprite the worst thing I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh my god, bro. That's
Sprite. That's horrible.
That's Sprite.
No. It was literally like water and like carbon.
It tasted like
water and carbon.
It tasted like carbonated dishwater with a hint of lemon and lime.
Yeah, like you could tell specifically what they put in it.
So what's better, the cans, bottles, or like where you can get them out of like the dispensary or whatever things?
It's a fire question.
That depends, because honestly, it depends if you get it at room temperature or if you get it cold. I will say, if you can find like glass bottles at Publix, they usually sell them. It's like the Mexican version of the Sprite.
Oh yeah, no.
You get that. That has some kick to it, and it's got like a hint of like spice because it's like Mexican theme. But that, if you can get your hands on it,
yeah.
Oof.
I don't drink much soda, but I had a buddy of mine. He brought me like a Japanese soda. So you have to like, there's like a ball in the top,
when you have to pop down,
and it's like the carbonation's in the ball, so it's not carbonated all the time. But you hit the ball into the drink, and then it carbonates right there in front of you, and it's actually really good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good.
I feel like it's just like a nostalgia factor though. Is like the little bottles of Sprite, like the plastic ones. But like they were always in like for me anyways. Anytime we went to Home Depot, my grandmother was always the little bottles of Sprite, and I'd get a Sprite. I'm not gonna lie to you, I hate Sprite now, but
really?
back then Sprite was gas. We used to make slushies with them.
Now you have all different types of Sprite though.
Oh my!
Yeah,
like so
Sprite.
many.
That's the best one. If you can,
cranberry, I've never even heard of cranberry Sprite.
Hot takes, cranberry Sprite's good.
You can get it during the winter season because it's a special edition. If you can get it during that time.
I've seen the cherry one. That's what I thought was the winter one. The cherry.
Nah, that's different. There's cherry, there's grape. Like literally, I have a grape one at my here at the house, but it's okay. The grape's not that good, but the cranberry, I'm not gonna lie, that's a hot take. A lot of people don't like it.
Really?
That's the same thing. I think they have a Sprite too, don't they? A cranberry Sprite or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a little acquired taste.
That's what I know, yeah.
Something seasonal.
It's the same thing with like Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper has like a lot of different flavors too.
Oh, yes.
And I mean, Dr. Pepper, people that love Dr. Pepper, they take that drink so seriously.
They will cause harm.
They'll grab 2 liters and start chugging that stuff. And I'm like,
they drink that like it's water.
There was a video that like I can't remember where they are, but it's an old restaurant. They still make like Coke, like how it originally was made, where they have like the vanilla ice cream, the extract and stuff like that, like how it was originally. And it looked, I ain't gonna lie, it looks pretty good.
They call them the floaters, where they mix
like root beer floats.
Oh yeah.
Kind of, but I don't know if it's how Coke was originally.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Because they just put vanilla ice cream. I thought that's how, because they were saying that's how it was originally made.
Back in the day, it actually was cocaine.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
Yeah. Probably like a pinch. That's how people get addicted to it.
The thing is, it wasn't actually like cocaine. It was like the stuff that is used to make Coke, like the plant or whatever, the cocoa or whatever.
Right, this hasn't.
Coke just makes a petition, like, can we bring Coke back for normal use?
It's not in there anymore.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, but pre-70s, you could definitely expect a little bit of
zing in the drink.
Zing in the drink.
Yeah. Get a little addicted to it.
That's what kept them going in the military. I'm telling you.
It's better. It's not going through your nostrils. You're just drinking it, consuming it.
Hey, that's why everyone's addicted.
Unless somebody starts drinking it up through their nostrils because it goes to the same part. So
yeah. What'd you say your favorite soda is?
My favorite soda. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie. I've been experimenting a little bit, and ever since my friend, we went to Chili's. I heard him order a Shirley Temple. Shout out my boy Alex. I was like, "What's a Shirley Temple?" It's like it's a Sprite with like some cherry syrup at the bottom. I was like, "Okay, let me try that." I'll tell you what. I don't want to sound like I'm copying him, but every time I go, I try and get like a Shirley Temple, if not a Sprite. But that is like the best soda I've ever had.
Especially when they put a cherry in it.
Oh,
what are they called? The ones in the bottles?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It starts with an M, right?
Yeah. It's the cherries that are full, like with the syrup in a jar usually.
Oh yeah, really I don't know the name of them.
Yeah, but they're like in a lot of specialty drinks.
I hate cherries. I hate cherries. So I stay away from them.
Those taste nothing like a normal cherry.
Yeah.
They taste like straight sugar.
Yeah, it's a sugar bomb basically.
No,
there's no pits.
I stay away from those.
I love cherries.
Yeah, those I'm not gonna lie, those are fire. That's the hardest part about it is every time you drink your drink, because you wait till the end, and then it's stuck all the way beneath the ice. You don't want to dig your hand in, so you're trying to use that straw.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible, but it's worth it.
Hey, some people like that stuff.
That stuff's good.
It's gas. What about you, Cole?
I think my favorite. So I don't have like a top tier favorite, but like I have
you don't drink soda.
Very much. I don't drink soda at all, really. But like when I used to. I had like a light soda. I would like light soda. I would go like Mountain Dew because my brother's dad, like in our family, everybody just drank Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew people are fiends.
Yeah.
Anytime it's like you're either a Mountain Dew fan or you're not.
Yeah. That is a heavy duty. You either love it or you hate it. I kid you not. If you cut my brother's dad's veins open, Mountain Dew's pouring out. Like this man is the fountain of Mountain Dew. That's all I've ever seen him drink.
I've never seen him usually only drink.
I've never seen him literally drink anything else.
Right there. They drink and bleed green.
Yeah. But like I would drink it every once in a while, and then like dark soda, I was like, I liked root beer. It's like root beer was just a thing. But it was a close Mountain Dew runner up was Mellow Yellow for a while.
Mellow Yellow? That's a hot take and a half.
Because we used to have this pool we could go to, and they had the vending machine, and you can only get Mellow Yellow out of it, and we just always would get it. Because I was never the biggest Pepsi, Coke, or Dr. Pepper fan.
I don't really. That's the big three.
I don't really like dark soda. That's why if I got dark soda, it was root beer because it just tasted different all of them. Right. But like I don't drink dark soda at all. It was always like Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow or things like that.
Fruitier flavors.
But we also grew up with Great Value, so it was like Mr. Mountain or whatever it was, and Dr. Storm and all those random.
I'm telling you. I don't know if this one's a hot take, but my favorite soda is probably like Dr. Pepper. Like it's just solid. But like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Dr. Publix. I'm not gonna lie, it might be better than normal Dr. Pepper.
And it's far more
cheaper.
Cheap, not expensive.
Yeah, it's cheaper. But I'm not gonna lie, it might be better. No, it's Publix, so I guess it's not great value. But
true.
I'm not gonna lie, I think it's better.
But Great Value is just like Walmart brand, so I guess Publix brand is Publix's version of Great Value.
Publix.
Yeah,
Dr. Publix.
Yeah. So I mean, if that's what they call it, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's fire though.
Yeah.
Like you can usually get them for like 3 for or 2 for like 2 for $5 or
something
3
like
they're always like a bit cheaper.
Very cheap.
I always like Great Value stuff too. There's a lot of Great Value things I like over name brand, honestly. Like a huge one that comes to mind is like Pop-Tarts. I hate Kellogg's Pop-Tarts, but I love Great Value Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, we talked about this. I think that's a hot take. I don't. Nah,
I feel like I could taste it. Like,
yeah, you can definitely taste the difference. And like another huge one was cereal. Cereal too was a huge one for us because
that's crazy.
Because but it was money wise because you can get like a huge bag. Like I mean, there were gallon bags that had like Ziploc.
You might be able to get more. But I don't know if it's better. That's the question here.
Aldi's kind of came up recently, and Aldi's is a very cheap place to go to. But it's nice. They have good quality. They have good quality stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
but Great Value, like it was funny because the cereal was always on the bottom, and you had these huge bags that were like separated.
Yeah, like 2-3 pound bag. Like,
and it lasts forever. You'd have like
I used to get Honey Smackers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love how they always just had the most random names too. Like they just would like slightly change it from like. What exactly what they're copying, but they would just slightly change it a little bit.
You got to change 25% to make it yours.
Yeah, I guess what do they call it? The infringements on it, copy infringements, or
Loop
whatever.
Fruits.
Yeah, Loop Fruits.
Cheerio. Now we got Chops.
Okay, I have a question for you because we actually was talking about this at work. Cheerios. Did you ever put anything in your Cheerios when you eat it?
Oh, good one. So, I always got like the honey flavor because I mean, getting bland Cheerios, you got to be
plain Cheerios. You're old.
You got to be.
The thing is, when we only had Cheerios because it was like the cheap brand you can get, regular Cheerios, but we would have like a gallon thing of sugar next to us, and you would just dump sugar in it. I asked them, and nobody ever put sugar in their Cheerios. And I was like, I grew up putting sugar in my Cheerios. Same thing with Rice Krispie treats.
Yep,
Rice Krispie treats too.
That made them. Like pop.
Yeah. And I was like, how do y'all not eat Cheerios? And they were just eating Cheerios plain. And I was like, that stuff tastes like a whole grain.
On me, it tastes like the wheat. I can go outside, chop me up some wheat, a little cereal. I got some Cheerios.
Yeah. I was like, you're eating grass right now.
Nah, yeah. I can understand that with the plain Cheerios. I never like that. I never was like that. But like the honey ones, nah, those are fine by themselves.
I always add like a little bit more honey because I like that honey taste.
Just a little sweet.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I tried. I got sick one time. I tried drinking honey, and I thought that was the most disgusting. Actually, it was you that gave it to me.
Yeah,
was it you? Yeah. And I thought I was about to throw up. It was so slimy.
He was coughing like crazy, but it stopped your cough.
It did stop it for a little bit.
So it must have been like on the older side or something.
It might have been. Who knows?
I mean, maybe. But like honey's not bad. It's just like it's honey.
Yeah, because cough drops suck.
Cough drops are usually made with honey.
We used to think cough drops were candy, so we'd eat them sometimes. But it was like you know, like what are those hot candies?
The hot tamales,
yeah, kind of thing.
Fireball.
Yeah, so fireballs. When we were younger, and that was like the last candy you didn't want to eat them. So it was either that or like cough drops.
I smash me some Fireballs.
You like those? Hot candy?
It'll be burning my mouth, but I'm like, this tastes like it's a cinnamon. It's really good.
I could never get with that. I was always Lemonhead.
Yeah, Lemonhead was better.
Lemonheads, Red Hots.
I'm not gonna lie, they did
Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Ike's are gas.
Mike and Ike's remind me of the hot tamales, just different flavor.
The thing is, Mike and Ike's, like no matter which one you grab, they're fire.
Yeah, and you can get them in the box for like $1 every single time.
Cheap as hell,
yeah, like go to the Dollar Tree. They always have like at least 3 or 4 different flavors. That's usually my safe haven for them.
Yeah,
it's just like I said. There's every single candy has like certain ones you don't eat, like or you wait till last to eat. But I'm not gonna lie, like a Mike and Ike, I'm never like, oh, I don't want to take that one. Like,
you just
always
you down them in a box.
That's my to go.
Yeah, you just drink them. You just drink them up.
That's the same thing with like everyone's like Haribo gummy bears is like the big thing. I don't think
that's the golden package one, right? Yeah,
I don't like them.
It kind of tastes more authentic.
They're
chewy. They're a lot more chewier though.
Chewy.
They're chewy.
They're like the horse.
Yeah, because like
you horse glue.
You eat it and you don't like really you like kind of break it down slowly. It doesn't like just bite it in half.
So you try and chew on it, it's going to take your teeth with
you. Yeah.
What's the ones that are off brand? It's like the white package. But it's
yeah.
They're so much better.
I don't know I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of them because they have them in gummy bear versions and worm versions.
Yeah, but it's like only those two.
It's a white package with a red label.
Yep.
Yeah.
The coolest thing I can think of is Publix. I know Publix, they sell like their gummies, or they got sour gummy worms.
Yeah. I know their
brand
I don't
think that's the brand.
No. It's like an off-brand, but like it's very well known.
Yeah,
they also do like butterflies. They do like gummy butterflies.
I haven't seen those.
Those are like brand new.
That's the cool thing about going to different convenience stores. You always see different things.
Yeah,
like nobody really has the same stuff.
Exactly.
There was I went to a Rebel and they had like these they were like Reese's custards, and then they were so good. And now I can never find them. Like I couldn't even find them online, type thing. And I was like, bro, I would love to find those things again because it was like a thin pack of like 4, and bro, they were good.
Like you gotta go searching, like
deep web.
Deep. I mean, like You might get lucky at like a few. What I learned was
I have to ship them in.
Yeah, even then, they might not be in stock. I know, for example, I don't know if y'all remember, but Gatorade, they used to make like these little tablet chews, like these energy chews.
Oh, yeah. Those are old.
Yeah, I do remember those.
I was so upset when they stopped making it. I was like looking, I was like, when you just get that craving, like, man, I want this.
Yeah.
And like, I'm looking at them up, I'm like, why can't I find anything?
Yeah.
And I look on the website, no longer part of their things. I'm like,
no more in production or whatever.
And things were gas.
You had the protein bars. We used to eat those like candy.
Mm-hmm.
Those were actually really gas too. I ain't gonna lie. I worked for Gatorade for like a weekend one time.
That's crazy. A weekend.
Well, it was because I was like my coach. He was my coach at the time. He asked me. He was like, "Hey, you want to come help us? Help me work for like a weekend, make like $250." And I was like, I was in high school still, and I was like, hell yeah,
sign me up.
Yeah. And all I had to do was like, it was at the convention center, and all I had to do was like, it was like a girl volleyball tournament for like 2 days straight, and all I had to do was go.
Living life.
I know. Like,
yeah. All I had to go do was push around this cart and make sure Gatorades were filled up. So I was just doing that all day. And I was
the glorified water boy.
Yeah, hey, it was glorified already. I enjoyed it. I was
and
like,
you got $250.
I made $250 too. I was like, I'm living life.
You know where this job listing is again? I'm acting for a friend of mine.
Yeah. It was just me and him too, and it was the whole convention center. I was like, this is gonna be long, but it actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
About to say, speaking of volleyball, any sports that y'all played?
I played football and wrestling.
Gotcha.
I think wrestling has a very weird stereotype around it, but
that's
I enjoyed
one thing
it.
that we all have in common.
Yeah. Oh, you wrestled too?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Wrestled my freshman year. Actually, the ironic thing was I didn't want to do it. Like, I was practicing all summer for basketball, and when our school's orientation opened up, we were part of the gym section. And I was looking. I was like, "Where's the basketball booth?" I see everybody else: soccer, baseball, cheer, or some other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, where's the This is the gymnasium. Where's the basketball booth at? They're not in there. And you know what happens? Silly me, walking around minding my own business. I get recruited. Hey, young one, come here. Some big high schooler walks up to me. I'm like, bro, I can't. What am I supposed to do? Nah. So I just waddled over to the booth. I was like,
he's gullible.
I got recruited. I mean, ever since then, I actually didn't do too bad. I somehow made the varsity team, and because how it works is the first match is with your own school, so you fight each other for the varsity spot. And somehow I beat the guy that was been doing it like 2 years before me. So, hey, look, varsity spot, let's go! Yeah. And then like, I would say I was doing pretty good. I was a little bit on the passive side because I was still new, but it took me like about half season where I was like, I need to get more aggressive and start taking the initiative, and that's where I really started to blow up. Yeah, but I could never beat the one kid from George Jenkins. That guy is a
George what?
George Jenkins.
I've never.
I can never beat that 106. He was a.
You were wrestling at 106.
Yeah, we both wrestled 106.
Oh, did y'all?
Yeah, I never actually. What's crazy is I never saw Traven because I wrestled later in the year. He wrestled freshman, right? Just freshman.
Yeah, just freshman.
I wrestled sophomore, I think.
Oh, gotcha.
I was part of the McKeel team. That was back in our prime. We had like decent people all across like our weight class. All of them were like state qualifiers before. Yeah, and they were something else. They lost everybody because they were like all seniors. But
we had a short 106 guy, but man, he was muscular, bro. He would like manhandle people.
And I'm telling you, they were lacking on the 106s. Anyone that I went against, I was of course way taller for 106. Like I think it was like 5. I think it was same height, so like 5'6". Yeah. And literally all the other 106s are like 4 foot.
Right,
so they're all tiny as all get up, but they are jacked for 106. Yeah, they're jacked and fast for 106.
That was the thing is in wrestling, you'd have like random people that were just swole.
Oh man,
just like built different. I remember I seen one guy that was just so swole. He had like his biceps were stretch marked all the way out, and I was like, "Damn, this dude was walking around like he was a Olympic lifter." And I was like, "Hey, yo."
That was the best part about watching the heavyweights, the dudes that are like in the 220s and stuff like that. When they slammed each other, everybody heard.
Oh yeah, because I was in 285, but I was in the heavy one, but I was also I laid. Yeah, it was 285, but I was weighing 235. I weighed 235, and I was wrestling against people that were 285, and I kid you not. So I played against these twins that were both like 6'11". They were both state runner-ups at 285. Wow. And then I went and played another guy that was like country as heck, and he was like he was state runner up, and then only lost to somebody in like Georgia or something. And he was so small, but he was like built.
He got that farmer
and I was
strength.
like, yeah. He tried I tried sprawling on him, and he just kind of like stood up because it was already standing when I was sprawling on him, because he like went up to like my like chest, barely on my chest. He was so small, but like no, they were intense. I ain't gonna lie, 285s. There was no easy 285 that like in where I was wrestling at. And I was like, it was my first year wrestling, and I was 235 while everybody was literally pushing the border of 285.
You were behind the 8 ball.
Well, the thing is, everybody is at the max possible of the weight class. But
it's crazy because like the next day you have like a 1.5 pound difference, and they would always push that the next day, and I'm like, this is crazy. I'm over here 235, and I'm like, man, I lost so much weight from football because we had it. So I was playing football, didn't even think about wrestling. Our coach went to become the wrestling coach, and he was like, hey, you want to join? And then my senior year, they were like, oh, everybody, we got to start playing. You have to play dual sports just to stay active in the summer. Wow. And so like you either went to track and field or you went to wrestling, or basketball. So I was like,
might as well.
I really don't feel like running up. They were trying to get me to play basketball with them. And I was like, I don't really feel like I wanted to be running up and down the court the whole time. And wrestling was actually, I was like very, very, like, guessing if I want to do it, because everybody has like the stinginess about it, like you're wearing the singlet and you're gay and all that, but I was like, bro, wrestling was actually pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm telling you, the thing about it is like, you don't have to run up and down a field, and of course it's only like a couple minutes. Those couple minutes are intense.
It is
that first match, I think the first match we went all 3 rounds and like literally into overtime and like last minute.
You're literally dying.
And I literally didn't know if I could get up off the mat. Like I went to go sit down and I just started breathing very hard. I was like, I don't know if I could catch my breath.
It's like you're literally going up against yourself, like your mirror self.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, oh my God, I got to go 3 rounds with myself.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I know it. Like the first 2 matches, like literally my first, like, what do you call it, tournament that we went to, because of course I did practice and stuff like that, and I was never, of course, the best, but I never had to fight for a spot like you. I bet for your weight class there was nobody else in 106, so it was mine. Like, I didn't have to go up a weight class if somebody beat me. So I was the only 106. So when we went there, of course I had to weigh in and stuff. I'm at like 105.8, like pushing as hard as I can. Like I said, I'm tall, so like everybody else that I went against was super tiny, but the first guy I went against, he was of course like a 106, but that dude was, like I said, he was super tiny but jacked. And he absolutely ruined me on the mat. Like, he played with me. That point was like, I mean, that was my first match. Like, of course, when you're training with other people, everybody's kind of new. You're trying to learn how to do things. Like, that dude is literally trying to get you down like as soon as possible. And he's like manhandling me out there.
I'm telling you, that's how it was. I was at regionals and I was going up against Sarasota Academy. They're it's like a little army academy. And I saw my opponent. I was like, what? You're 106?
Yep.
Bro I swear he went, it's like he looked like he was 150, but he somehow miraculously weighed 106. I was like, bro, you look way too jacked to be 106. I'm telling you, I went up against him. Luckily, he didn't pin me, so that was one thing I was proud of. But bro, he was like a tank. I couldn't get him to budge. I almost got him when I pump faked him, and then I shot double leg. But once I got him on the mat, I just couldn't keep him going because he just strong armed me. He's like, you trying to get my no? It's like, what?
Yeah, you got the stunts down, but you can't get him with the
I think the best part about it was I cradled a guy one time.
Cradled?
I cradled somebody in a 285 weight class. I cradled him, bro, and it's crazy watching a big guy get cradled. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty crazy.
That's embarrassing.
That's the best thing about it. Like with wrestling, is like it's a mental game as well.
Yeah.
So like if you can catch them on like certain moves, like if you catch somebody on a pick. Like you ice pick them in the beginning and pick their foot, dude, and they're just straight down to the mat, and then you're already on top. Boom. You've already got your points.
Yeah.
Or the same thing with like when you're down on your floors and someone's on the back, and then you just got to escape. And, bro, you can just be extremely fast, just slide out and get behind them, and then you've already got.
Maybe for y'all, not for us.
Well, I guess
our match, either one guy's shooting or we're hand fighting most of the time until it gets crazy.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing is I wasn't really expecting like a lot to do with the hands because like I said, I never really fought anybody or anything like that, so I'm not I'm trying to respect the guy too. This dude's like smacking me in the head and stuff, trying to get me messed up, and I'm like, oh, bro, this is my first match, chill out. I'm like, we're smacking each other too.
At 285, bro, it's a lot of hand smacking. You literally drop the forearm on somebody in their back. I used to do that a lot because I would get people leaning and I'll just hammer on the back of their the back of their back, and they would just fall down, bro, and then you just like kind of run around and like turn them sideways kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's like when you're up in that weight class, I think you can really get away with it. But when you're in the lower ones,
the lower, you got to be agile.
They'll blow the whistle quick.
Yeah,
and you can just do a little tap. Nope.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. That's what literally my second match. After that, I just kept getting full Nelson. Like I kept getting called for it. Like I kept trying to this is where it gets a little crazy because I don't it's not that I don't think girls should wrestle, but it's just kind of hard when you are wrestling a girl.
Yeah.
Especially like I said, I was sophomore year and I'm wrestling a girl. That was my second match, was a female. And I'm like, I don't want to do anything that's weird. Like I'm just trying to wrestle, but it is a little odd. And it's kind of a lose-lose because you lose to a girl or you beat a girl. So it's you kind of lose either way. Yeah. And of course I'm like, I'm not going to lose to a girl if she's better than me, it is what it is. But I'm like, I'm not going to go down without a fight. But yeah, then again, it's like I'm manhandling this girl. And like I said, I got her down like 5 times and bro kept calling me on full Nelson. And I'm like, bro, I'm literally not holding my hand. I'm holding my wrist. Like I have wrist contact and full Nelson. Yeah. So I had to reset like 5 times. And this is the girl that whenever I think it was like the 6th full Nelson, she went to stand up and like hyperextended her arm. And then I think it like busted out the top or something like that. She had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, we had girls on our team too.
I said, it's not a bad thing, but it's just, it's much weird. More awkward being the guy wrestling the girl than the girl wrestling the guy. Because, of course, they're like, they're already used to it. Whatever, I'm going to wrestle the guy. But it's kind of like the guy's kind of like, I don't want to,
I don't want to hurt this.
Well, I don't want to hurt you, or I don't want to accidentally like touch you and you think I'm trying to be like a weirdo. Like,
accidentally get a boner mid-match. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do.
I had nothing
get out
like
with all those
that,
people watching.
That's kind of crazy.
he said, what is that?
Yeah, coach used to tell us all the time, if you're literally scared about, other people seeing what you got down there, stuff a sock. Put a sock down there. They'll never know.
I kid you not, man. We had like I'm already white as can be, and it gets wider the more clothes you take off. And like we had this white singlet. I mean, it was as white as me, and it would almost blend in. And people would just call me White Lightning. And I was like, it kind of fits though. It kind of fits.
Got a ring to it.
It was weird because like we had these old singlets. I went to an old school, so we had these old singlets, and they were like dirty yellowish, like a goldish yellowish, and then white.
Yellow,
white. We had these new ones that were green, but like we didn't have much of them. So like you always kind of switch depending on where you're playing at. So
that was the other thing, is they didn't really like allow you to get your own singlet unless you like went out and bought one. Like literally, my first match, like I said, they literally just gave me like a random singlet. So that thing was massive on me. So I'm literally trying to like hold the singlet straps up because it's already like all stretched out.
I ain't gonna lie though, when you like after match and you just pop off the top of the shoulder, you felt swole, man. You felt swole.
You feel so big.
Yeah, you just. I remember you used to have some headphones. You just pop the 2 off and you just walk around like getting ready.
Or the thighs, it like grips the hell out of your thighs. So you look
makes
thick.
Makes your thighs look thick. I'll be working out.
Yeah. But then you look around, you're like, oh my god, there's so many other people that are like twice
I was
the
definitely
size.
I was definitely never the most fittest there, but
that was the other thing about wrestling, is like every time the rooms, never did they have the AC on.
Really?
Everybody? Not for me.
I thought it meant like the gym.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the tournaments. Yeah, there was AC, but like when we practiced, our instructor always had the AC off so everybody could sweat out weight. I'm like, bro, I'm already under. We can turn the AC on for me. Literally, our buddy Jason, bro, was literally drenched, like puddle of sweat under him.
And that was the good thing though. That's what they told me, because I sweat really easy, and I would get soaking. I would be slipping and sliding. And people would like just warm up a little bit and start sweating. I'd be like, okay.
Did I ever tell you about our other buddy that like literally was me, my buddy Jason, and my buddy Alex, that literally we all wrestled together. We all decided, hey, we're gonna do wrestling, because I'm not gonna do it by myself. Because I knew the coach. The coach wrestled with my dad back in high school. Yeah. So they kind of recruited me in, but I'm like, I'm not doing it by myself. So I kind of got them to go with me. And literally, anytime we would do like sparring, we do like rotations. Yeah. And I'm literally the lowest weight class possible, so 106. And my buddy Alex is like 220. And he weighed like 220. So anytime he would spar me, he'd just sit on me. Yeah. And I literally could not get up just because he just lay down, like sprawled out, like 220 on a 106. Like he's double my weight. Yeah. And I'm like struggling to like get him up after I've wrestled like 5 other dudes. Yeah. So he's literally just like sitting on me. He's like, just give me some time. I need a rest. I'm like, bro, at least make it look like I'm trying. Like the coach is gonna yell at me, make me run laps because you're literally sitting on me.
That was the best part of practice too. We had to wrestle like all weight classes, so you'd switch. So we'd wrestle. I'd be wrestling 160, then I'd be wrestling 105s, and I'll be wrestling. We had this one of my boys. He came from football with us, and he was overweight, so he didn't wrestle, but he was like 330, and I was wrestling him, and I was like. Ow. Yeah, so it was like you were wrestling everybody. Our coach, RIP to him, but he was like 4 or 5 probably, and we would wrestle with him. It was fun. So.
Yeah, like I said, it was a good time, but like there were some things like even King of the Hill, whoever was on top, you if you didn't try, you'd have to run laps. So like if you were out, if you're on the mount and you're just like giving up, they'd make you run laps. So you had to try, to actually like not run laps. But then you'd be going against like I said, same thing every weight class.
Right.
Yeah.
So like literally you're up there for like 20, 30 minutes as long as you're decent. And a lot of the dudes are heavy.
Yeah.
So they're throwing their weight around on you. Like the whole point is to make you go down with their weight.
Yeah.
So
I always hated when my coach would show a new move and he was always like asking me to kind of keep demonstrating.
Oh, you were the demonstrator.
I was the demonstrator, and I was like, bro, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, there was this one kid that was bad. Like he was always in trouble.
Yeah.
So he would always pick him. I'm like, dang.
And I ain't gonna lie, I don't think he liked me because he was always straight faced and he had his like little prodigy.
They always do that.
And
they pick one person that they just dislike to do all of the demos.
Yeah, and he would like just slam me, and I'm like, I don't think I'm built to be slammed like this every single time. I was like, but here we are.
Coach, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Get up.
Go run some laps.
I was like, man, yeah. But yeah, now I wrestled and then played some football also, which was my more passionate about than that wrestling. But wrestling was fun when I did it.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's a good experience to have like in the books.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the other funny story whenever I was wrestling, like literally we were like probably like 6 weeks in at this point, and we were all, me, Alex, and Jason were all in class. We're like, man, I don't know if I want to go today. Like we're kind of getting tired of like going and sweating like every single, because it was 5 days a week we were at the gym there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it is what it's cool and everything, but I'm like, I'm started work and I got college and like all this stuff. I'm like, I'm just so exhausted. And literally we just bought jackets, like the varsity like Kathleen jackets that say wrestling with our names and stuff. Literally, I think we paid like $25 each for these. And literally it was like the week before we got them. And we were like, we don't want to go no more. And we're like, honestly, screw the jackets. We're like, there's no way we're just going to go in and be like, hey, coach, can we get our jackets? And it was on the other campus. So we were like, we're never going to go there for it. So we just, those jackets are probably still at the school, to be honest.
I would say it's all fun and games till you get injured.
Yeah.
I was halfway through the season. I was going up against someone that was, I believe, a state runner-up. And within the first round, all I remember is whistle blows. I'm standing, or I'm in my little stance, and he was fast. And before I
didn't even see that.
Before I knew it, yeah, got me behind. He was behind, and he was going for a slam. I was like, I can't break out of this one. Going back. Boom! Hit the mat. Flat head. I felt like Tua before I
got concussed.
I was like,
boy, started throwing up gang signs. I didn't know what was going on.
I had to just let him get the pin because I already knew I was out. I was on the mat for a minute.
That boy was done for.
It's like I got up. I saw black. I was like, this ain't good.
This ain't good.
They did a little.
He said, "Open your eyes. Open your eyes."
They did a little concussion test, and they told me look at him and look at the pin or something. And the lights just hurt. I was out for like 3-4 weeks.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie. Literally, everybody would make fun of the people that had the helmets that covered their ears. They were necessary.
Yeah.
At first, I'm like, oh, these are so dumb. They like hurt. Like, it's frustrating. But then, I went out there once without them, and dude, I was getting. They were destroying my ears.
You get cauliflower, bro. That stuff.
Well,
stuff
they're
sucks.
literally like slamming you in the head, like I said. But they're slamming my ear like every time, and I don't have cartilage in my ear, so it didn't really hurt. But it's like my ears were getting like so hot. Like, when like your ears are red as hell and you can feel the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like literally I could feel the heat.
Not a
from
pleasant
them,
feeling.
Like hitting
No,
it.
yeah.
Nah, it was crazy.
It was fun times. Another thing I really didn't like was I never really saw why, because it's not like the schools that we were going to. They weren't like lower like or lower status or something, but like they were pretty decent schools. But they always had the gym set to like -10 degrees, or you walk in freezing. I'm like, how am I supposed to warm up when I can literally form icicles from my nose? I'm like, why is it so cold in here? I was like, my first mistake, going to a tournament without any like gear to wear on, just my singlet.
Yep, you mess up.
I was suffering.
Yeah, you come in jackets. We would come in
jackets and joggers.
Yeah. That's one thing I did like is we got out of school like at like lunchtime.
Yeah.
We'd leave at lunchtime because all the wrestling meets were like real early. They would start early.
Nah, mine was perfect because like this was mid-COVID, like whenever I was wrestling. So like literally we went to one match for the season and then somebody at the match was positive for COVID. So they literally told everybody that was at the match that they had to go, quarantine for 2 weeks. So I got out of school for 2 weeks for basically just being at the event that someone had COVID. Jesus. It was awesome.
Those sounds were funny. They would always call like the students in like bulk. They come over the PA.
50 names.
If such and such, please report to the office. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, all right, you're going home. You're being quarantined.
Yeah, that was the craziest part. Like literally 2 weeks that you just get to sit at home.
I wasn't in school when COVID hit, but I was like in a smaller business, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't care if you get COVID, just everybody." Because everybody, I was doing construction, and everybody was in their own piece of equipment, and like we'd have like meetings before where we're all next to each other, but we knew nobody had COVID, so we just all hang out, talk and stuff.
Yeah,
and I didn't even really. After that, I worked at FedEx for a little bit, and I got COVID there, and that kind of sucked. But other than that, it wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't crazy.
I still worked during COVID too.
Yeah,
because I had a job after work. I mean, after school and stuff like that. So I still did, work and stuff. But yeah, literally, you could get quarantined, come back to school, and then get quarantined again.
Yeah,
like literally within days.
Yeah, I didn't know. It doesn't make sense.
It was like anytime there was a kid that tested positive near you, like anywhere near you, you get quarantined for 2 weeks.
Pull you out.
Which honestly, I think that was like what ruined school in general, like the learning for kids, because like. You could sit at home, bro, and the teacher would try their best to do like the Zooms and stuff like that. But at that, like, it literally didn't do anything. And like, you didn't have to do any like homework. I mean, it was maybe like a few things that they did. I mean, yeah, like very minimal things to submit. Yeah. So like, literally, kids would just do nothing. Yeah.
So you just sit on the Zoom call.
Probably would have just did nothing.
Well, yeah, even gym. What are you gonna do? The teachers can't do anything. They're not going to Zoom you in. What are you going to do? Watch the other kids do push-ups or something?
Hey, this is gym class. I'm going to have to watch you do jumping jacks.
Yeah. No, that was like we had ROTC.
I have to see you sweat.
Yeah.
I want to see you sweat through the mirror.
Yeah, right, guys, lunchtime.
And that's the other thing. We did AMP, and we have to be physically present for it to count as your hours for your airframe and power plant stuff. So like literally, we just basically got clept for the hours. Like they told us you're gonna have to make it up.
That's stupid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I had to make up like 4 weeks of hours basically through like classwork. So it was crazy.
That's stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
COVID sucked, but it also changed. I'm not gonna lie, it did change a lot of things now though. Like there's a lot of things now that's makes sense to like more productive. Like I remember like you walking into like doctor's offices now, and they'll just have a tablet there, and it's easy check-in stuff like that.
Yeah,
they didn't have any of that. Yeah. But it's also
stuff.
I mean, unless you like talking to people, which is also nice, like older people that talk to people because they're not sure. Yeah, they need it. So there's like that 50-50, but like there's a lot of things that are kind of smarter now that COVID happened. But
I think it depends on generation though.
Yeah,
because like my dad, like anytime we go like shopping, like I'd rather go to a self checkout because I can scan it all faster and do like everything. But my dad is like the complete opposite. Like he wants to see a person. He's like, I pay, the certain amount of money so that I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but then you got to wait in the line with all these people. And then the people are usually pissed off behind the counter.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's like, I think it was like he went to Walmart one time and it was all self-checkouts.
Yeah.
But of course they have to have an attendant at every self-checkout to make sure nobody's stealing. And my dad was pissed. He's like, he couldn't scan stuff. And he's like, I don't know why the hell they have those people there just to sit there and do nothing.
It's crazy now because Walmart had like small sections of self-checkout. Then out of nowhere, they turned like almost the whole store into self-checkout.
Yeah, because you could save so much money.
Yeah, but now they're having it like where you have to pay a subscription to self-checkout.
Really?
So you got to have, So it's because I guess like there was a whole lot of people stealing and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So to stop stealing, they were making people for you to able to use self-checkout, you have to pay a subscription, which is going to make people go back to using the regular people. Having people checking out. And now you're with how popular Walmart is, you're gonna have these huge lines that people are gonna be frustrated with and stuff like that. And it's gonna make it so much things complicated.
I tell you what, it's because of those people that were scanning
the
PS5 for like the weight of a tomato.
Yeah. Or it's like if you go to Publix, they'll have like 2 people standing in front of the cashiers just making sure, and they'll be like, "Oh, you only have a couple things? Come right here."
They'll be like, "Oh, you ready? All right, let's go."
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's certain places that do it better for sure.
Yeah, I think Walmart's kind of like it's like the bottom tier. Then you have Publix, and then you have Target.
Supermarket.
Target is terrible.
You think so?
I've been to Target so many times. No, every time the self checkout has a line.
Oh, it's so.
And then if you try to go to the like legitimate lines where their people is, you can't. Like literally, you're waiting in a line either way.
We always called it Target because it was Target because it was the richer place. And then you have Wally World, which was Walmart.
Yeah.
So it just depends where you fit. Walmart was the cheaper place. Publix was expensive, but then Target was like the most expensive kind of thing.
Yeah, no, Target is more of like, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's catered towards more women.
Yeah,
like a lot of clothing and things like that are
definitely
women.
most
like,
definitely
section.
Like
Men,
literally,
y'all get a little something, but the women they get a whole.
Like
they also
kitchen
they also buy a
supplies,
lot more.
clothes.
I mean, yeah, Target is like a solid place to get almost anything.
Yeah.
But I'd say like women's clothing, women's shoes, like anything like that, they are actually pretty solid on.
Man, anytime I go to Target, I just that's the one store I would say in confidence where I just like to walk around.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you can
Mhm.
literally get almost anything, but you're not like Walmart. Like you might not get stabbed.
Yeah.
Like Walmart used to be that, but Target is more like a safe Walmart.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, this.
Because
place
I've
is-
been to, I'm not gonna lie, I've been in the multiple Walmarts, bro, and every time, of course, it's packed.
Yeah.
So you have to park all the way in the back
Yeah.
and then walk while these like crackheads are on the side, like stemming out over on the
Spare
sidewalk.
change.
Yeah, I'm like,
and
bro,
also Target-
I'm a little scared. I was like 5, and I'm like, what is this guy doing?
Also, Target employees, they don't hunt you down. Like like everybody is
Yeah.
equal there. Like you go to Walmart, bro. Walmart people be just like, they're like, this is the guy that I want. I kid
Yeah.
you not. I've been to Walmart and I've had like 2 items. I'll go and buy like 2 items and walk out. So I don't need a bag because I have 2 small items in my hand, right?
Mhm.
And people will run to me and ask me for a receipt.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
what am I stealing? You can see it in my hand. I'm not stealing anything. And
That's
then
because they're so used to it.
sometimes I just be so frustrated because I'm like, I kid you not, I'll be walking right next to somebody, they won't stop them, and then they'll just stop me. And I'm like, that is like the dumbest thing ever. Like, I'm like, I have 2 items.
Natural selection, my boy.
I guess so.
You're
I'm
stealing
like,
our profit margins.
yeah. I'm like,
Let me see the
trust me,
receipt.
I'm the last person you need to be worried about. It's the people that have full-on grocery carts
Yeah,
that is
they
hiding
just
things
walk
underneath. And I'm like, they won't even stop. I think it's because they're with a family. Like, if you're with a family, it's how you steal.
You're
honestly,
less
The
likely.
guilt trip. The guilt
I
pleasure.
kid you not. If you just want to steal from Walmart, just take a family.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
If you're by yourself, you're getting checked every single
Pretend
time.
you're
For
pregnant.
sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They do also like it depends on who you are. Like you being like a tall guy,
Yeah.
like they just you
They
look
just-
deadly.
Yeah, they just make eye contact with me. That he's the guy.
Yeah, he's
He's
the guy
good.
that stole everything.
Yeah, if I just like look
he
away.
stole that
Yeah.
Snickers.
I'll put my doubloons on it that he has something in his shirt.
Yeah, and don't they say like now like they even there's literally like certain classes they have their employees go through or like don't stop nobody, like if they're just walking
Well, yeah,
out you
because
can't stop
you
them.
legitimately like it doesn't matter like any place that has security. Like,
Yeah.
because a lot of places have security now for anything like stealing. They physically can't do anything.
Yeah.
They can only tell you to stop.
Yeah,
Right.
And then if you stop, of course, they
Yeah.
can do be like, hey, we have to wait for the police.
yeah.
But like they can't hold you against your will or
Yeah.
anything because they're not public service
Yeah.
like members.
They're like if they're stealing, they just let them take it because your life is more important.
yeah, that's the other thing is they
Mhm.
don't want to be liable for if this security guards get
Yeah.
stabbed
That's
or
a
something.
lawsuit
You know how many
waiting to
times
happen.
how many times that had to happen for Walmart to be like, just don't chase anybody.
Right.
I know, but I'm not gonna
People had
lie.
to be
It's kind of a crazy thing. Like honestly, I mean, I'm not saying I want security guards to die or anything, but like it's kind of your job, The goal
You
is.
got the
I'm not
one
saying
job.
like do stupid
Yeah.
things. Like of course, if the guy's got a gun, he's being belligerent, let him go.
Right.
It's better than that. But like, come on, the kid that's running down the street with like
Yeah.
$30 worth of stuff. I mean, you probably could have stopped him.
You know who probably has the
But of
best
course,
security
they can't.
guards? I ain't gonna lie, I've been seeing some videos about Best Buy security guards. Them
Best
boys,
Buy.
they be spearing people
Well, yeah,
out here
but
for
also
TVs and
I
stuff.
was about to say, think about it. That the products at Best Buy are a lot of more like top dollar
Yeah,
products, like
yeah.
TVs,
Yeah.
computers, phones.
But they're just employees. They don't have security. There's just employees there.
I
So like
have
they're
heard
running
that,
out,
though,
spearing people like, give me my TV back.
That's the electronic dealership. That's their product. They need to sell that
Geek
stuff.
Squad going crazy.
I actually wanted to apply to Best Buy a long time ago, like before I started working.
I think it would be a chill gig.
I thought it would
honestly.
be cool. I get discounts on electronics. I was like, this would be
Mm.
a cool gig. First
Yeah.
job I ever tried to apply for, I tried to apply for Dollar Tree, and
Really?
then got declined because I wasn't old enough. Didn't know they sold cigarettes in the back.
Damn.
I thought
So-
$2.
I'm not gonna lie though, Best Buy is like extremely like it's pretty expensive.
I mean,
Amazon has changed the game with everything.
Amazon has definitely changed.
I know, but even before that, like I mean, yeah, you went to Best Buy to get electronics, but like at the end of the day, bro, certain electronics you're spending
Yeah.
like $50 to $100 over
Yeah.
what like you could get it at like a Walmart.
But the thing is, now they try to make like it's weird because sometimes you'll see like in-store
Good
deals,
deals, yeah.
that you have to come in store. But then
Mhm.
if you don't see it on like the line, if you just go in,
Mm.
it'll be like things will be overpriced for no reason.
Yeah,
so
they're
it's like
like-
it's weird. It's like 50-50. You just gotta find good things.
All right, I got a hot take. Well, I guess
Is
it's not
it
a hot.
hot?
It's a hot
Yeah.
take question.
It's not hot.
So,
It's cold.
like, would you say that? Terrible. Would you say that Amazon was like a good thing that happened or a bad thing that happened?
Easily a good thing.
I say it's 50-50. So I'm not gonna lie, like it's the same thing as like college being virtual. Like you could do virtual or not.
Yeah,
Right.
but
because like social skills and like being out in like public is like completely like you don't have to anymore.
but look at it like this, especially for older people, it's 100% better.
I think
because
it depends.
It
on the
narrows
individual,
people's
too.
searches because Amazon isn't the seller. Amazon is a third party.
Right.
It's a bunch of third
it's a
parties.
bridge.
Yeah, it's a bridge between everybody. So it's not like you have to go and
Right, you no
before
longer-
Amazon was created, you had to go on the internet and search and find all these stores. And guess what? This store is in another state. This store is in another state, and things. So Amazon makes it a lot easier, especially because their warehouses are so many warehouses building up
So
now.
many.
So now you have same day delivery. Nobody was
Right.
doing same day delivery unless you went to the store and they had it
And
in
you don't have
stock.
to pay for shipping.
Yep.
On
And
most
the
things.
Prime.
Get your
Most-
Prime.
Yeah. So Prime,
covered.
and you get free. You get to watch TV and all that stuff too. But yeah,
Mhm.
Amazon makes it. It's easily and cold take that like
Yeah.
Amazon's a lot better.
Well, like I said, I think there's pros and cons to it
Right,
because
there's-
like that Amazon was the first step in that direction of not having to go somewhere to get something.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's
So, like,
always layers.
Yeah, because I was about to say Instacart and everything like that. Like all these things came after Amazon. Like Instacart, I mean, really cool, and like DoorDash and things like that.
What's
I think-
Instacart?
Instacart's like you buy your groceries
Groceries
online and
and
someone
somebody
brings
will-
them.
Oh,
Delivery service.
Like I said, certain things are good. Like for specific individuals, like older individuals that can't really get out and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I mean, of course, that's great.
Yeah.
Then your kids or whatever don't have to go get it for
Right.
you. But on the other hand, the most people that use it are like our generation,
People,
like
yeah,
younger
people our age.
individuals that just basically live at home.
I'm about
Like
to
they
say,
will
yeah,
not
that's-
leave to go get food.
yeah.
They won't leave to go order something. Like you don't have to go outside anymore.
Yeah, and I think that's like the more the negative side. Like, sure, it's more convenient. It's pretty much like it opened the floodgates for like, wow, I can order this at the tip of my fingers and it'll be here by
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another
But-
thing that is the
yeah.
spending.
Yeah,
I think if you're not like aware of your spending, then
no,
it could be bad.
100%.
But I think
a lot of individuals
Yeah.
overspend on
Over.
Amazon
Yeah.
because
And-
it's there. Like you can
Yeah.
literally be like, I want this today.
Yeah.
Like
They're-
everybody has urges.
Right.
yeah, I
But
guess
that's
so.
what I'm saying about Amazon. Like if you want something, like back then you have to go to the store. And I was young, so I had to get a ride to the store.
Yeah.
Then I had to go through, find the item, and then go through, pay for it. But by that time, you're usually like, do I really need this?
Yeah.
Need it.
Yeah, but now Amazon, you're like, I want this now, and then you order, and then sometimes you're like, should I really just spend $50 on this?
Right. It's like it kind of encourages the impulsive buyers,
Yeah,
those
yeah,
who are not at
impulsive,
least
yeah.
responsible. Like, this looks good. I can wait until I get a little bit more, but nah,
yeah.
I'm gonna get it now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I have the self control and things like that, but there's definitely times where I splurge. But 100%, I know people that like
Yeah.
literally what they call Danny's sister. She deleted Amazon because she would just like there was
Really?
always something coming.
Yeah. I just never seen it as a bad
That
thing. I've
happens.
always seen it as like it's a thing that
Like I said, I don't think it's a bad thing either, but
Yeah,
I
it's
do
good,
think it
but-
opened the door
Yeah.
for like other things. to
Yeah.
It's made us. It undoubtedly it made us lazier.
That's what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
at. Like
But I mean,
feel
it's
like
like,
it did.
I mean, you think about kind of COVID did that in a sense. Like you see,
that
like
encouraged
Walmart and
the online
Publix.
meta.
Yeah, Walmart and Publix and DoorDash with like all the DoorDash stuff where you can like
Mhm.
literally order online and then you just pull up to the front row parking spot and they just put it in your car for you. Things like that.
Well,
It's
I
just
find
simple.
myself wanting to do that now, even with things that like I guess it's also really good on things that you're embarrassed about necessarily.
Yeah.
So
Really?
like because like one of my dad's friends, he did like Amazon reselling, and one of the top products to be sold was hemorrhoid cream. I know that's like crazy because of course but
Yeah.
people are embarrassed to go to a store.
I just say I'm grabbing this for somebody else. it's not for me.
That's what it had to be back in the day. But like you have to make it a priority to
Yeah.
tell the person behind the counter, "Hey man,
Yeah.
I don't even know who the hell
Yeah.
this is for."
It's like-
but it's not.
Yeah,
me."
yeah. It's like when you go and get condoms. It's like, sir, what size do you need? I think he needs.
What?
I think
do
he
I
needs.
I think
It's
he
not
likes
me.
the small
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I think he said the small were a little comfortable. It's like, yeah, not for me though. Not for me.
Yeah.
What'll fit this size?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
buddy is about this. What would
Yeah.
you say
Yeah.
would be a good fit?
Yeah.
Oh, right there. That's what extra small.
Yeah.
Ooh, extra small.
Here, just give me the extra small and extra large, and I'll test them both.
Nah.
I'll see which one's better.
But yeah, I'm telling you, but like legitimately, that
Yeah.
was the top sold thing that he had. Like every time he bought it, it would sell immediately, and for like extremely far over the price margin.
Jesus,
Like you buy it for like 5, sell it for like 20.
hemorrhoids is some scary stuff.
Well, I know, but like I'm saying, people are embarrassed to do that.
Yeah.
So of course they're just be like, "Oh, Amazon, I can get it today to
Yeah.
solve my problem." Bam.
All right. And it's not like the
But
driver is like,
it's like hemorrhoid
what's inside
wipes.
this
Yeah, they don't
box?
care. Yeah.
Hemorrhoid wipes though. I always wondered like
That's dude wipes.
No, they have the hemorrhoid is wipes.
I know that
hemorrhoid
too,
wipes.
but Dude Wipes is also like they created it also based off of that, is to help with hemorrhoid, like that kind of stuff.
Because like, isn't hemorrhoids? What it like? Hemorrhoids is like, I know it's like with your intestines or whatever.
I'm not.
I always thought it was like when you push too hard. And
That's what people say is like a sign of it. Like that's why everybody's always like, don't push too hard. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was about to get hemorrhoids one time. I thought I was because I've heard it's like, so I heard a lot of people in construction get it a lot because like they sit down a lot and then like with the vibration. So with the vibration it like does stuff. Yeah, or does stuff to you. And I was
Same
like,
thing with hernia.
Hernias are pretty scary too.
A lot of construction.
I think the scariest. So this is one reason I stopped drinking soda because of
as Trajan drinks his soda.
Yeah. Was kidney stones. Kidney stones scare me more than almost anything out there.
I think that is the worst thing for a man.
I've heard of some scary stories with kidney stones, and I'm like
trying to push a little rock out my manhole. I don't know.
Bro, I've heard some stories that will scar. Like I'm like I don't want to deal with this. I'm like, and then it turns out is like soda is like a contributor to it, but you can still get it if you just drink water and stuff like that.
It's just like a built up thing. Of
it's calcium. It's a calcium buildup.
I'm
pretty sure it's just calcium buildup is what they said.
Yeah, if anything, minerals. Whatever.
Yeah,
that's gonna hurt coming out.
Oh yeah, people get surgery for it. We were at the bowling alley one time, and there was like a couple next to us that was literally talking with like a random dude, and it was like they were just talking about kidney stones. And he was like, "Yeah, I just got a kidney stone." He was like, "Yeah, we had to have surgery," and it was a woman. I didn't even know women can get kidney stones, which was very surprising.
Think about it.
I mean, yeah, but like,
it's a calcium buildup. It's not like a man or female thing.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be.
It's more common in men, probably.
Probably, but wouldn't it be like easier for women though to like release kidney stones?
I mean, No, because a woman's pee hole is about the same size.
Right. I'm about to say you don't have the garden hose to guide it, but I think it's about like
at the end of the day, it's this like either way. It's and some of them can get extremely large.
Oh yeah, they're big.
I've heard like extremely.
I seen a video, Instagram or YouTube, I can't remember. And this guy, he just passed the kidney stone, right?
Yeah.
Brought it with him. It was like a comedy show.
I saw.
Brought it with him, and the dude was like, "Can I see that?" And he opens it and puts it in his mouth and drinks his kidney.
That was Kill Tony.
I don't know. Yeah,
I saw it.
Yeah, that stuff. I was like, "Ain't no way you'll ever catch me doing some nasty stuff like that."
Man.
Yeah, but what's it called?
I wonder if he'll pass it or if it just dissolve in his stomach.
He didn't swallow it. I don't think
he 100% swallowed it.
Oh,
gotta get those clicks.
I mean, it depends. His stomach could probably break it down. The thing is, it's past your stomach that it causes it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I could not be a nurse.
Me neither.
Like a doctor or anything.
I don't
like
got
that.
the stomach for it.
I feel like I don't have.
I hear other people's story about like what they have or like problems that they have. And I'm like, bro, there's no way I'm looking at that. There's no way.
I'm just scared.
Give somebody a colonoscopy or some shit.
Oh, colonoscopy. I'm just scared I won't be as reliable. I'm like scared if I like miss my hand here or there. I'm like, I don't want to put somebody's life in my hands. I'm like, I'll let somebody else take that responsibility.
It's all fun and games. So you're on elderly cleanup duty.
Yeah.
That's where you start. That's where they all start. Cleanup duty on elderly.
Room 60.
I always joke with my family. I'm like, if I ever need somebody to like wipe myself, just kill me. Just let me die right there. I don't want to have to be taken care of. I'm like,
I'll dig a hole and shoot me.
Yeah, I think I'll die way before then though, so I'm not really too worried about it.
I feel like what I want to do is like get to a certain age that I feel is like really good, and I think it would be good to like be what's a good age? I think probably like 80. Maybe.
80's probably too old for me.
And from there, go like extremely hard and like things that I do, like take risks, a lot bigger risks.
He said, "I'm taking all the risks that I could possibly die from."
You don't think that'd be cool? I'm saying like to like live up to the age of 80 or maybe even less probably because you wouldn't have as much mobility. Maybe like 70.
I'll be lucky if I'm moving at 50 to be honest with you.
I mean, of course I want to take risks now and like do like bungee jump and stuff like that. But I'm saying like do like things you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying like bucket list.
Yeah.
Like out of your because especially at that point you're already retired. You know,
I think at that point though you're probably bigger chance of getting a heart attack than dying from the actual event.
Who cares?
I'm about to say you've already lived like half your
life.
life.
That's what I'm saying.
I said, let me just jump off this plane with no parachute. I might just
try
my luck.
It's better than living up to like 80 and having like something crazy happen. Like you just like, you get a stroke and you're just done. You're just laying in a bed for the rest of your life.
I'll say when you're up at that age, all it takes is one little
plug,
thing.
Bro.
I think if some like a stroke or a heart attack ever happens, just let me die.
That's what
I don't think I really want to fight. I don't think I want to fight and go through it all.
Say you'll never be the same person you were.
Who would you have as your plug puller?
Myself, I would just be like, let me go.
Let's say both your parents have passed away.
That's the goal.
So you don't have like a guardian. That's
the goal.
You mean you want to make it till when they're passed?
Mhm.
No, I mean, isn't it parents, they want you to die before them? I mean, I would prefer if I die before my parents, but
I guess. But like I said, both of them are passed away at this point, and like, who would your plug puller be?
I would think your spouse.
I say at this point.
At this point, I think I just have everybody come together, so I don't know who actually pulled it.
Right.
Dude, like what's the thing where they all have like 50 guns?
Like death row firing squad.
There you go, firing squad, where they have like 50 guns and only 8 bullets.
I want them to all have their hand on the cord, but I want them to know who pulled it because they have to live with killing me.
Oh, wow.
I think that's how I go out.
That's crazy.
If I had to choose, because that's a tough one. You can't choose anyone in your family because no one in the right mind is going to be like, yeah, I'll do it. Really? Nah,
You'd be surprised. I feel like.
If you're like a little nuisance, like a little poop head when you were growing up, like just a pain in the hip. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably pull the plug on you too, but, if I had to choose, it's got to be like someone that you kind of know but don't really actually.
The thing is, think about this. Like if it's really somebody that you know too well, then they're just like, nah, I'm not gonna pull the plug. You're gonna suffer.
Yeah.
Pull it, please.
He's like,
my last wish, please.
He's like, I can't get it to come. I can't pull it. He's like, you're gonna die without me pulling this. I'm just gonna sit here and watch.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like some people just want to see the world burn.
That's crazy.
Some men just want to see the world just burn.
So who do you take?
If I had to choose anyone, let's see. This is a tough one.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first. I don't think about it.
I'd probably pick Lucas. It's just at the end of the day, he's my best friend. I've known him for the longest. He's gonna know my best will at the end of the day.
I just think physically, I can't let any of my people pull it out for me. Because then they're going to have to live with killing me, and I'm like...
I guess, but what? You're just going to pick some random person off the street?
No.
You're at the hospital, and there's some dude, and you're like, hey, come here.
Yeah.
Come here with
Somebody
me.
that just have... I might just have the doctor push my bed as fast as he can and see what it flies out.
Except they can't. They won't take the liability.
Yeah, probably.
I was going to say, you got to pick somebody up off the street and be like, I'll give you $50. Please pull this plug.
Yeah.
So if it comes to that, you're probably bedridden, so you can't exactly go out either.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
You just start typing. You start typing random numbers into the phone. You call, like, I don't know who you are or where you are, but I need you to pull a plug on me.
He's like, "Oh, cool, that's you." I don't even know who this is. Just come kill me.
All right, bet which hospital again? I'm on the way. But
I'll take a flight to you.
If I had to choose, let's see. I'd probably choose maybe Alex or Daniel to pull it. I can't really do that to y'all because I'm always around y'all, so that's like make it worse.
I think I would definitely make it like a cheerful moment, though. I don't
think
I've
dying
ever,
shouldn't be like a bad.
Yeah,
thing.
I've never made anything serious. I've always been the Joker. So like I've always wanted to like. So I'm not gonna get like buried. So I'm gonna get cremated. So it's always been a goal.
He pretend to be dead before they pull the plug. Like they'd be like at the plug and he'd be like. And then he'd be like, and then they're like, he passed, and then he'd be like, boo.
I'll have the doctor. Yeah, I have the doctor just play one out for me real quick. Hey. But I've always like, have you ever seen the people that like I've only seen like one video about people that like in their casket they'll have like their voice before they died of like them acting like they're still alive in there,
where they pretend like they're knocking on and stuff.
But I don't want to get buried. But I think it would be something like that would be pretty cool or something. I'd be like,
in the ashes.
Yeah, I'll put it in the ashes. They didn't fully burn me. I'm still alive.
You can't get rid of me that easily.
I'm not the rest of them.
That's crazy.
I think it would be something.
Have a hand stick out.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think. Like, would you want like a celebration at your funeral?
Honestly, based off of what my mom wants to be cremated. She doesn't want like a big flashy funeral service. It's not her like cup of tea. Like, cause her motto is like, if you didn't say all these things while I was alive, don't say them once I'm gone.
Fair,
So it's like, I don't know. I would probably like take like her like ideals. Just honestly, cremate me. Y'all can all like have a gathering after. Like release them somewhere or something. I don't know, but
I think it's cool just to bring everybody together.
Oh, 100%.
So like people that just don't hang out anymore, right. People you don't talk to, you're gonna see people at your funeral again.
That's why I said I think it's like a good thing to kind of do a little bit of both. Like, of course, there should be mourning period, but it shouldn't be like the whole reason that you got together.
I really don't want anybody to mourn over me. Honestly,
I think there should be. Well, I'm thinking about even in my circumstance, like if someone in my life was to pass away right now, of course I'm not going to be happy. Yeah. But like I do think there should be like. I'm saying like a time where you're like, I respect you, you know, I loved you while I had you, whatever. Yeah. And then some kind of celebration of life necessarily. Like, you're like, let's talk about the memories of this, and you're eating and having fun. There's music, like good.
I want people
things.
to dog me instead of like promoting me. I don't
Man,
know
this
that guy was an asshole.
This guy, ooh, I'd tear him a whole mouthful if he was right here.
Yeah. Just like, this man better wake back.
You're gonna have a roast battle at your wake.
Yeah.
You think you're safe when you're gone? Nah, you ain't safe.
That's funny.
I think that'll be the greatest outro. I mean, way I get out of here. A fight breaks out because everybody's roasting everybody. I'm like, this is a great way to go.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. I was plotting this.
Is this what you wanted? Yeah.
It's a good way. I ain't gonna lie.
I wonder, like, if people get cremated at celebrations of life, do you like leave your body there? Do you leave, like, you know how burials they'll have their body open casket? Like, do you open casket then cremate yourself?
I think
I'm not sure how that works, honestly. Yeah. I haven't been to many funerals.
Me neither. I've only been to one, but I was like really, really young. Yeah. So I didn't know. I was like, why is everybody crying, like wearing in black? I'm like, well, little me's like, something just doesn't feel right.
Yeah. I've been to 2 funerals that I can remember, and then 1 celebration of life recently. Actually, 2 celebrations of life recently. Actually, 3. I've been to, it's actually
all the ops are dead.
3.
No, 4. No, wait, no, it was 5.
No, because it was, remember. So I've been 3 to celebrations of life, and then 2 actual full-on funerals. But the funerals are my great grandparents, so it was a bit older. So probably the tradition was different than how it was. Like, they get buried next to each other, and we did the whole open casket, and then you drive them and carry the casket and all that. But then, like, the celebration of life is like, everybody's like, I don't want anything big. I don't know why everybody's like, I don't want anything big. Just go extravagant, go crazy.
I mean,
it's like when people like, you got all this money but bury with it. No, I just spend that all on my funeral. Just go crazy.
No, 100%.
Strippers everywhere.
That's the problem. Is like, what's it called? Like, people that are like, I was gonna say people that are like older and older generations, like my grandparents. A lot of them save all the money because, of course, they're like, let's give it to the kids and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, you earned it. Spend it all.
That's true.
That's so cash.
I would definitely give it a little bit of money.
Well, I mean, of course. I mean, some saving, but a lot of times they don't spend like a dime. Like specifically, my grandparents never spent a dime.
Yeah.
And then now they're like running into these like troubles, like where my grandfather can't remember things and stuff like that. So it's like, spend the money, like spend the money on care for him or whatever. But it's like, it's not worth just letting it sit for no reason. Yeah.
I mean, like, they're not going to use it. Let them spend a little.
I think it's a lot of the people that went through the Depression.
Oh yeah,
like
sure.
The Great Depression.
Yeah, I'm being dead serious.
Didn't like the Great Depression happen in like 1912?
No, it happened in like 2000, 2002 or something.
You mean when the economy crashed?
Yeah, I'm talking about the economy.
No,
my bad. Not Depression.
The Great Depression. I was like early 19.
Well, I'm talking about that too. I'm talking my great grandparents.
Okay.
Which they went through that. Like my my great grandfather was in World War II.
Yeah. So the what's it called? Because I was gonna say the Great Depression, and then I think the next huge one was the Dust Bowl. If I'm not mistaken, was it the next?
Probably.
Or was it the Dust Bowl then the Great Depression, and then
where they experienced like a large drought?
Yeah, in the Midwest, there was like the huge dust storm and stuff like that.
I think that was after.
Maybe after. That was another huge drop, and then the 2008 crash, which was the housing market was the actual cause of it. It was actually it was mortgage rate loans. It was loans that actually crashed the whole market.
Yeah, that one wasn't as terrible.
It was horrible. It was actually like people lost lots of jobs, houses, and everything.
I know it was bad, but I'm saying it wasn't as bad as like the Great Depression.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
I don't know how old y'all were in 2008, but like 2008, I was kind of old. I felt like I don't understand. But
we were 4.
Yeah, but I didn't. But it was funny because I didn't like. I guess at that time I didn't really think of anything of it. Like I mean, it's probably because I wasn't into finances, so I probably never heard anything. But I think we did pretty okay. I never heard anything but like complaining or stuff.
I think I was fine.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was horrible, I guess, if you lived in like richer houses and stuff like that.
I'm about to say because they value tanked.
Yeah. You ever watched the documentary on that?
I think I saw like a little.
It's a great documentary. There was like a guy that just predicted it before everybody, and then like everybody started
pull
like
all your stuff, and that's what also accelerates it when everybody pulls their investments out of it.
Yeah, I guess they were just giving loans to anybody, like immigrants, regular people. They didn't care how much money you put down, how expensive the road. They were. Here
you go.
Yeah, they were giving them out to everybody.
Yeah, and that's the hard part about those. Like even that is like conspiracies. Like, because that was considered a conspiracy before it happened, of course. So, like, a lot of people don't believe everything they hear, of course.
Yeah.
But, like, of course, when it happened, they're like, oh, God, he was right. Yeah. But, like, well, like, it's hard to tell what's the difference between the two. In the moment, it is what it is.
It was funny because the guy that predicted it didn't say anything, and then to the people that created the movie, he asked he reported to a bunch of reporters asking if you want me to tell you how I figured it, and nobody ever reached out to him because people were just losing their jobs. They didn't care. They were like, it's happening. So
at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah, and he put so much money down on the market to crash, and this man made out riches.
Riches.
And there was another group of people that did the same thing, but it wasn't a lot of people.
I'm about to say Bitcoin was also or at least when it was booming, before the whole cryptocurrency thing kind of flailed out. Man, people were making.
It's still going crazy. I think it's in the 50s right now.
Didn't you hear about the one dude that traded a pizza for 150 Bitcoin?
Yeah, he traded for 50 Bitcoin or whatever.
Yeah. That's and it's worth $50 million.
But they can never find it.
Yeah,
they can't get in. There was somebody that just finally got into their account where they had a bunch of Bitcoin.
Weird, because it was literally I think 0.000006 or something like that. It was extremely low.
Yeah,
because no one cared.
Right.
And then
now everybody cares.
Wasn't it COVID that pushed it so high?
I want to say it was right before COVID, 2019.
Well, it was whenever people. I think it was when what's it called? I think it was when China was buying up all of our gold or whatever. When money wasn't backed by paper, gold wasn't backed by.
Well, now it's crazy because a lot of places are actually are accepting Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Shiba.
Kraken is one of the biggest crypto wallet.
There's a lot of places that are starting to accept that stuff. And if you think about it, that's what credit cards are.
Yeah,
credit cards is just digital money.
Yeah,
right.
Because it's not yours.
Yeah,
no, it's the bank.
Yeah.
The thing is, a lot of people buy into crypto because they can't tax it.
Yeah, so you never know what's going on.
Yeah,
but they start taxing all that stuff online now.
Mm-hmm. Then shortly after, good old NFTs.
NFTs was the biggest scam I've ever gotten into in my entire life.
It was funny though.
Nah, it was literally the biggest scam. I got into it, literally lost so much money.
I bought one just for the heck of it, but it was because the thing is with NFTs, they had some that were actually you got something out of the NFT. And then there was some that were just photo. Yeah. And then there was some that were photo. There was the huge one. What were the ape ones? The
Bored Apes.
Yeah.
Bored Apes. I heard you got into a private
Bored Ape Club.
Yeah, private group into people.
There was multi-millionaires in the group and stuff like that.
So some of them were worth it, but you lose a lot of money, but who knows what happened with the groups and stuff like that.
There was one that you could literally go to a restaurant.
Yeah, there was some that was concerts. I think there was artists that were giving away if you bought this, you get tickets to their concert or whatever and stuff like that. It was crazy, but it came with a flash. It was there. It was here and there real quick.
Gone,
That's the other thing is you had to take gambles.
Yeah.
So literally the first one I bought, I think I paid $1 for it, but it's so hard because how it worked is you had it depended on the people. Either you could buy them from the open, that there was just random NFTs out there. Like I said, you kind of had to understand the community of what that NFT was. So I bought into some kind of battle bot one or whatever.
Yeah.
But they had goals to make a game. And then the bots that you had were different rarities and stuff like that. And then you could basically however long you had it, it would give it more stats, all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But they never did anything.
Yeah.
So it wasted the time and stuff. I didn't spend crazy money on that one.
Yeah. I remember they had the whole metaverse thing, and it was you could be Snoop Dogg's neighbor or something like that. There was the huge thing.
Oh yeah, the land.
Yeah, you can buy land or whatever. And I was who the heck? And guess what? You're not. Everybody's bankrupt in there now. There's no land now.
I was about to say.
Like I said, there was a lot of things that you could buy, especially the other thing was you had to, if you were into NFT, you had to be thoroughly in. You had to have a lot of time because a lot of the things, like I said, you could buy from an open market, but most of those weren't worth anything. Because everybody can do it. It was the ones that you had to get in whitelisted on Discords. So there was of course the Discord that followed the NFT.
Yeah.
And especially the big ones. You had to get into the Discord, which was a feed on its own, and then you had to get whitelisted so that as soon as the day that they dropped the NFT, you were the first ones to purchase it from the company, through the Discord, basically.
Gotcha.
So you were the one to put it on the whatever it's called, the NFT website that you would resell it, or you would be the one selling it.
Yeah.
That was the only way you made legitimate money because everything else was buying and selling, and pretty much the stock market. You know, you're
the only
gambling.
thing that kind of sucked about that is you had to be kind of like tech savvy to like buy one because it would make you like you'd have to buy one of these. I think it was coin, and then you had to convert it. You had to convert it over, and then you had to convert it to another company.
And
you had to keep converting.
You had to think about the difference of the actual stock for it.
Yeah.
So like, I literally paid like $500 for Ethereum.
Yeah.
Like, you know, cash $500 and transferred into Ethereum's $500.
Yeah.
Well, stock on Ethereum went down, so my $500 was actually $400.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? So that's when I spent all of it on NFTs. Well, like, I was like, at least I have something rather than my money just going down with stock.
I think I bought 2 NFTs, but they like gave me a quick thing inside this group that like I was a part of.
I found one that was like I think it was something ducks, but like it was a random thing. Like you got an egg, and then it would give you a certain duck, which had like a hat, a glasses, but like each thing had its own like rarity level. I don't think I made anything on it just because it never sold. Like I put it up for auction, but no one bought it because that's the other thing. Once you got it, you had to sell it.
Yeah, I never sold any money. I still have them wherever they're at. I don't know where they're at.
I think I still
now.
have like $20 in Ethereum or something like that. It's probably at like -5 or something. Stock.
Let's see, you'd be better off not even looking at it.
Yeah. I really always wanted to get into stocks, but I never.
Stocks is fun.
I was about to say, he knows a lot, but I've never been in because I just need so much time.
Yeah,
you do need lots of time.
Lots of time researching, looking at the
trends.
Yeah,
trend line. It depends on how you have different traders, but analysis traders,
long-term traders.
Yeah, analysis traders, people that trade on news, things like that. There's a whole type of people out there, so you never know. But it's a lot of time consuming stuff.
I was gonna say a lot of the big jumps are day trading, but you can make a lot in a day and you can lose a lot.
But most of the time day traders are trading with a lot of money. So if like you in a couple minutes, because of like a dollar change, and then you make 10,000 in one day in like 5 minutes, but you probably had like $100,000 on the line kind of thing. So
it's not like something you just do overnight. You gotta put years.
Those in penny stocks.
Some decent.
Right. The Forex stuff, the Forex that blew up. I remember I never got into that stuff. That stuff's kind of weird too because Forex is just currencies trading. So like US dollar to Canada dollar to Japan dollar, that stuff is.
That's more I wouldn't say legitimate, but easier to gauge, I guess.
You think so?
I would say more than like random stock.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's based off currency.
I don't know. Currency changes so much. You can never because there's no.
But at the end of the day, the American dollar is a lot greater in a lot of places.
Right.
Yeah, but like, okay, but if you're because you're betting just on U.S. dollars, so do you think it's gonna go up or down? If you bet it on up and then you have inflation
bet on down. You always bet on down. The United States debt is continuing to go up. But
it's like, because then like stocks, you have like the S&P 500 and the QQQ.
I think, isn't it like China, the China dollar is getting like closer and closer to equaling the United States dollar or something like that?
I wouldn't be surprised. Or no, they're yen, right? Or is Japan yen?
Japan's yen. I think China uses something else.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Japan is yen and then China uses another name.
I can't think of the name.
Yeah, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but either way, I'm pretty sure they're like reaching close to the dollar. I
wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Yeah, they do have a massive population.
What was it? Because England was like up there too. I think they had a very high.
There's a lot of like third world countries where like $1 is like.
I actually just seen. Did you see that? China is buying like a bunch of land in Africa.
Really?
Actually, I think I did see that.
They're trying to turn like all of Africa. I think there was like a couple countries in Africa that didn't get like selected because they already had good military power. But like there's a lot of countries in Africa that's getting bought by China for like it was a couple years, 50 years or something like that. Kind of think about it. But they were like supposed to like turn around these countries and they're going to build a bunch of things in Africa, but they're only using China workers. They're not going to use African workers. So I don't know how that's going to work, but it was pretty
they
big statement.
Terraform Africa.
That's what it sounded like. I was like,
it's going to be a metro city.
Yeah. But
that's like Dubai.
It'd be pretty cool though. Cause
Dubai
like,
is literally a desert.
Yeah. There's a place in the Sierra Desert, I think, that they were building like this.
I saw that
100-mile long
mirror.
Yeah, mirror kind of building.
It's not like a mirror, but yeah, it's like reflective.
It's supposed to be like this huge mall because you got like it's supposed to have like 3-4 stories. It's gonna have apartments in this. It's like one big build. It looks like something you'd see in a sci-fi movie because it was like 4 floors that like have houses, forests,
that's the
restaurants.
Thing, though, is like literally with what like. Of course, they say, the richest person or whatever is mostly United States and things like that. But, like, nobody talks about how much money the Saudi Arabians have.
They make stupid
princes
money.
and stuff like that.
Oil's expensive,
so
my boy.
that's
Oil's
exactly what I'm
expensive.
saying. It's the select families that sell the oil.
The
Yeah.
princes.
The Saudi Arabians do not claim any money because of course they're not.
Yeah.
Why? Who
Yeah.
cares? They have the most.
I said they make.
That's what a lot of people do. A lot of business owners go and they'll station in Dubai because Dubai has no taxes. I think
Exactly.
it's like no
That's
taxes
because
on
they
anything.
make the rules, and the
Yeah.
Saudi prince has
All
buku
the
money.
power.
So
But I've heard it's very strict over there. Like if you
you
it's
steal,
yeah,
you
especially
get
for
stuff
women.
very
chopped off
like
and
if you
stuff.
if you make like burn marks on the road, you got to clean it. Like
yeah.
you get kicked out.
I say yeah.
That's the thing. There's a lot of people are like, "Oh, Dubai's awesome." And stuff like that. I mean, there's definitely pros, but I've heard
Yeah.
there's a lot
there's
of
a lot of
cons.
cons.
I mean, it depends. If you're a good citizen, then probably it's not the worst spot.
It's
But
built on its people.
I've heard there's
Yeah.
a lot of crypto events that happen in Dubai.
I
I wouldn't doubt it. That place is like a money hellhole.
Yeah,
If you can think of it and you got enough money to back it up, you can do it.
Yeah, there's
Well, they
just
got, like,
Bugattis
yeah.
driving down the road.
yeah. The police
and
cars
stuff.
are like Ferraris,
Lamborghini,
Skylines.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like crazy supercars that are like police cars.
Have you seen like any so this is kind of jump to a different topic, but like have you ever seen a police car that was like a specific kind of car, like not like the normal Dodge or whatever? Like have you seen a like repoed car?
Like undercover, or it has to be like just
No, that's
regular.
like-
No, like I'm saying like
Like they
converted
commandeered.
into a police vehicle.
Like they commandeer.
Yeah, like a commandeer, like like whenever
Yeah.
they go through like breaks or whatever, and they have a vehicle that they end up
Yeah.
converting. Have you ever seen any?
I think the only one that I've seen, it is one of the. It's a Dodge, but it's not like
Dodge
the little,
Hellcat.
Yep.
I saw a
Yeah,
Hellcat.
I seen
too,
a
yeah.
Hellcat one time.
I was like, what? They got Hemis and
Yeah.
the trooper
They got the
force?
cat.
I seen the Trackhawks. I seen officer in a Trackhawk before.
Not gonna. That's crazy. An officer in a track like you are
Track-
not getting away.
Yeah, the Trackhawk. It was pretty nice too. I'm not gonna lie. Sedans. There was a weird sedan I seen one time. I want to say like a Camry or something,
Really?
maybe or
Undercover?
or Nissan
Or
Altima.
no?
Yeah, some. It was. Yeah, it was kind of like it was. It didn't have like the police markings on the side and stuff like that.
I was
But
about to say usually they try and go for more speed
yeah,
because of course you got to catch people.
like surprisingly, it was like the F-150s. You don't see much of the F-150s. I
At
feel like
all.
yeah.
I feel like that's only for like the supervisors because every time I see them, they
Yeah.
always got the supervisor
Yeah.
on the
Every
side.
once in a while, I'll see like a state trooper with
I'm
one.
gonna say troopers usually
Yeah.
see with different kind of vehicles.
Yeah, state troopers are the people you want to stay away from.
I've heard because
State troopers.
they'll catch you for anything.
State troopers and marshals, man. Marshals get you anywhere, but I actually heard a lot about Florida wildlife. Wildlife guys can get you for anything almost too,
Really?
because
Oh yeah, I guess if
'cause it's
you're out
endangered,
hunting,
yeah.
Especially if you go against like their
I-
protected species.
yeah. I heard those guys are pretty crazy, like strict on
They're
anything.
gonna get you with jail time and a hefty fine.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I was like,
Woo.
okay. I don't hunt, so I don't know, but I hear them guys are pretty strict. Them and
You ever been caught by the police? Like pulled over?
yeah, I've been pulled over, but it was like, but I didn't get a ticket. I forgot like you have to renew your
Tag?
your tag like every on
Expiration
your
date
birthday.
thing? Yeah.
Oh,
And it was like a week after my birthday. And you know what's funny about that? So I was at a light, right? And there was
Happened
an
to be the 1
officer.
week.
There was an officer like next to me, but there was a guy so another guy to my side, right? And like this guy's flying, like it turns green. This man's going 80 immediately, and I'm like, then he turns the lights on me, and I'm like, there ain't no way I just got pulled over, and this guy didn't, right? And he pulls me over. He's like, hey, your tag's out today, and I was like,
but the guy that
gotcha,
was-
yeah.
What about the guy that was
Well,
speeding?
yeah, I was gonna say if he got me for like speeding or anything, because I mean I was going like 60 and it was like a 55, but this dude was going like 70, and I was like, if he gets me over this
He
guy,
coulda
I'm gonna
laid
be
you.
frustrated. But then he was like, hey, your tag's expired. I was like, oh, gotcha.
Let's see.
Appreciate it.
I was like,
Surprising.
gotcha. He's like, yeah. He's like, just make sure you go get changed. I was like, I will now. I forgot because it was like the first time I'd ever got that the tag. I didn't know you had to do it on your birthday every year. So
Let's see. I've never been pulled over or anything. Had any like encounters with the police. Like,
That's good.
I got like a guardian angel on my side when I'm driving. Like I've had times where I've thought because they'll turn the lights on and it
They fly
looks like
around you, yeah.
they follow you.
yeah,
And when you pull over, they just go by. And I'm like,
yeah. It's a sigh of relief.
I'm not.
Like-
Gonna, it doesn't even matter. Like even if they're not looking for you, of course you tense up when there's a cop. Like every time, what I be doing, when they like you decide, you're like determining should you
Yeah.
look at them.
Yeah.
Every time you're in the car, you're like, should
Yeah.
I like be
Yeah.
like, should I like?
Yeah.
I don't want to wave at
No,
them
you know
or
what the
something.
you know what the funny
yeah,
thing is?
exactly.
The funny thing is like when people try to pass cops, because they won't pass cops, and that's when that's suspicious. You have to go past them. Like, if they're speeding, don't go past them. But if they're going like the speed limit, go like 5 over speed limit because they won't get you, and just go past them because people will be driving fast and get right to them and stop.
Specifically,
and those are the people they watch for.
Yeah, specifically the highways, bro. Literally, you be driving as soon as there's a cop that rolls through traffic, instantly everyone's.
I didn't even learn about that. Like my buddy, we were driving, and my buddy was like, we're flying, and like we're on like 80, and it's like 70, right? You're on the interstate, and it was like a different county cop, and he was like, I ain't worried about this guy because he's a different county, he's not gonna pull us over. And we just flew by him, he didn't do nothing. I was like, okay. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that, but you can.
There was this a lot of times what I'll see is like people with Dodges, they'll get the light, the light racks up top, and then they'll get like the side mirror on the like where the rear view is, so that whenever they're coming down like highways, it looks like they're a cop car, and everyone will get off of their lane so that they can go through. Just because everybody has the same like feeling about them. Not that they're gonna get you, but it's always like, I don't want to get got.
I don't know if anybody else does this. I look at the headlights so I can kind of tell what headlights are on a specific car. So like Dodge Chargers have specific headlights.
Same thing with the light bar on top.
A huge one is the Expeditions. Expeditions have very specific headlights that you can kind of tell. So like sometimes, and that's one thing is I was driving in the white Expedition, the work car, and I was with another guy, and he's like, I love driving this car because when we get behind people, they pull off to the side because they think we're a cop car, so they'll just get out of our way and they'll just start flying.
Exactly.
And I was like, people know, like, because you can kind of tell from headlights what cars.
I say the ram rack. That's what always gets me. I always look for the ram rack and the headlight, like the top light.
Headlight, and I always try to look through the windshield. So, like, if they're behind me, I can kind of see if there's, like, the back cage kind of thing in there. And then, of course, the one light on the mirror, you can always kind of pick that up.
I've always heard that, like, undercovers have to have the yellow tag.
I don't think it's not true.
Well, I know. I've heard people have told me that, and there's a couple that I'm like, oh, yeah, they do have a yellow tag. But then there's a lot of them that do not have yellow tags.
Because then they're like really undercover. Those are guys.
Those are in deep.
I kid you not. Because like sometimes I'll be seeing like real undercover cars pull over people, and they'll have just regular license plate, and you can't even never tell. And I heard like somebody get pulled over, and they're like, "Don't you have to have yellow tags?" And they're like, "We don't have to have yellow tags."
Yeah, it depends. I think it's like if they're state, they might have to or something.
Maybe something like that. I was followed by a cop one time. That was we were going to my grandparents, and it was me, my brother, and my buddy, right? And of course, everybody tells you don't drive with hoodies on. They both have hoodies on. And we don't have tinted windows, so you can see straight through the car, right? So we get, kid you not, like 5 minutes. He has hat on, hoodie on, everything, right? And we get like 5 minutes from the house. Like I'm pulling down the back road, right? And this officer's pulling out of the gas station. He just starts coming with us. I'm like, okay. And we're going down a dead end road, so there's no, he's following
us.
It's it's one car. We're the only car going on this road, right? And we're pulling my grandma's driveway, and we look like 3 random kids just getting out of the house, like we're about to rob this, I guess, right? So, like, I kid you not, we get out, and I have the key, so I just go up to the door, unlock it, walk in, and he just stops right in front and just sits there, and I'm like, I don't think you're following anybody else. And my grandma in her garage, she has like a weird design on the top of the garage so you can see out. So I just go to the garage and look out there the whole time, and I'm like, he's just sitting there waiting. Probably waits there for like 30 minutes and then just leaves. I was like, bro, this dude,
that boy's taking a nap.
Yeah, that dude was stingy. I was like, bro, what do you like? Sometimes they just have nothing else better to do besides find people.
Dude, that was like when we were leaving that the one place, and literally I was like, hey man, I was in his way, and I was like, my bad. And he's like, it's all good, bro. I'm gonna be here all night. And I was like, oh, okay.
Like, do you know how bad that place has to be if a cop has to sit out there all night?
Yeah.
Every Friday too. I'm pretty sure they sit out there every Friday.
The bar.
True, I didn't even think about that.
The bar, any Friday night, there's most of the time they'll have cops at bars.
Especially because they're in a big sport event too. That just adds to the.
That's the other good thing about driving during sport events. Like anytime there's like a big event, usually, or like something like downtown, like Tampa Stadium and stuff like that, would they have like big games or something like that? Dude, all the cops are at the games. No, they're always at the games. They're usually not in the small towns, like not out here.
A huge brawl just breaks out and the cop gets whacked in the back of the head.
It's crazy.
That would be funny. I'm not gonna lie. He just pulls out a gun, starts shooting. Everybody stop!
Oh my god!
Like, I'm about to light this place up. I'm about to crash out.
I can't take it no more.
Cops crashing out is crazy.
I'm about to light this place up.
Everybody, I just want y'all to know, if y'all don't go to the bathroom right now, open the air just down.
Didn't you have some slang for us?
Exactly. I was just about to make that our next little segment here. So I got a little game for y'all. So us Gen Z folk, kids, some of us feel like we're a little bit out of place in this generation. The stuff that I'm seeing on TikTok, it's like, wow, how did anyone come up with this? And like all this, I mean, I'm not new to slang and all the euphemism for the technical title, but like some of the stuff that's coming out, like, bro, what are we talking about? How do we? I feel like this should only be said by people in elementary. If I see someone my age, like 19, 20, like saying this stuff, like I just have to look at them like, nah, you gotta be trolling. You gotta be trolling. But I got a couple things here, so we got a little game where I got some words, and I want y'all to like try and guess the meaning of the word. I know a few of them. Some of you might be familiar with, some of you may not be. So the first one was a fairly recent word that came out or kind of surfaced, but demure. Any of you want to take a high guess of what that?
I've heard it, but I have a quick question. What is Gen Z? What years are those?
That's like wasn't it
2000 2010?
From,
is it?
I think it's 2010 on.
For Gen.
People always talk about this, but I can never remember.
It's decades. So I think
is it decades?
I think 2000 to 2010 is not Gen Z. 2010 on, I think, might be.
I think that's Gen Alpha.
There, so you're right. So it is 2000 to 2010.
Do you know how many names have to be out there for every 10 years? How long has this been going on?
I mean, most people are dead. So
yeah, you're right.
They've only got about 100 years back.
They probably just start reusing them. Yeah, they probably just start reusing them. But yeah, demure. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it means.
Demure, I would say like chill.
Yeah, I would think like very calm.
Yeah, but I'd say like in a bad sense, not like chill, like relax, like a normal person. But I say like in a bad sense, if that makes sense.
I'm about to say you're warm.
I think it's like in a good sense though.
Nah.
You're very demure because I feel like you use it in a high.
You're demure.
I feel like you use it in a high kind. It sounds like a word of high praise.
I feel like you say it when someone's like doing something wrong. Like you're very demure.
I feel like it would be if they're doing something.
It's like
good.
you're insult,
very demure. Aren't you so demure right
it's
now?
It's an insult.
You think so?
So I'm gonna give you the little meaning. So it's kind of just another synonym for saying reserved, like someone's really reserved. You know.
I guess we were kind of there. Yeah.
No, I was closer.
Yeah. Okay,
I was closer. You were
reserved. You're very demure.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. It's not an insult.
Yeah, I was like, that does not seem like an insult word.
You would think you wouldn't see it, but I thought that too until I was like, wow, people actually saying this. Like,
didn't it start from like a rapper or something? It started from a song or something, right?
I don't know.
I have no clue where it started.
The origins are. I know. All I know is that 2024 wasn't
it like
for
it was the one woman rapper that started it.
Our researcher's getting some research.
Yeah, I couldn't see it.
I would say because like,
but I'm pretty sure it started from a rapper, if I'm not mistaken.
It's all good. Our researchers will find it. Gossip Girl.
Oh,
I guess they came out with it.
I was completely wrong then.
So very demure of you.
Yeah. Isn't Gossip Girl like a pretty old movie too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a movie.
So what?
TV show? Oh,
TV
show. We're wrong again. Researchers get it.
So next word. This one just makes me weird saying it because it's like what does this word even mean? But anybody here knows what the word sigma means?
I'm a Sigma.
You're a Sigma.
I'm an alpha male.
Alpha male?
Sigma.
Are you a Sigma or alpha? Sorry, they're two different things.
Yeah, I think Sigma and Alpha they're hand in hand, but I think isn't Sigma better than an Alpha?
If you're a beta and a Sigma.
Yeah, no, you don't want to
be a beta.
You don't want to be a beta. He looks like the beta.
Cole did tell me he's a bottom, so he might just be a beta.
Okay, my bad. Quick detour. So me and Lucas were just talking about this, about top and bottom, right?
Oh, boy.
So I never thought like top and bottom. It's like I feel like it's a win-win scenario because like you're either top and then like you're like in charge, and then you're bottom. You just like you're just enjoying it. Yeah, I felt like it was a win-win. I didn't know it was like an actual. I didn't know you were a loser or winner in one of them.
Oh no!
And Lucas agreed with me.
Saying,
yeah, Lucas agreed with me. So I'm not sure if I'm really in the wrong there, but I agreed with him.
Nah, I don't think you're wrong, but you are a beta.
Yeah,
you're seen differently.
Okay. Let's say it like this. If you're out there telling people I prefer bottom, you might be a little bit of a beta.
So they go see you in a different light.
It's not like I like to switch things up. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's a normal person.
Yeah.
You're chill. You're demure at that point.
Oh, are you now?
I'm solely a bottom.
I like to not. It's like I like to not do all the work. Okay?
I like to make it pretty clear. I'm only bottom.
Yeah. Sigma. So I think
Sigmas are tops.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta get
are they?
to.
Are they? I feel like they're the middle. I feel like Sigma.
That is crazy.
You got the alpha and you got the beta.
Nah, I think Sigma is above alpha in ranking.
So what I've gathered from my very extensive research in the field of
Wikipedia,
TikTok,
Rizology,
Wikipedia, TikTok slang and all that good stuff. Is being Sigma, like you said, it's similar to being an alpha. They're like on the same level, but when you think about it, they kind of categorize it in like a triangular, so they can't really a little like paradox.
Is it like those like 3 circles where like there are 3 different categories and then they all kind of meet in the middle?
Yeah, the Sigma is like I guess for this is not my definition. This is what I've seen people go by. Alphas are the top of the chain. They rely on others. Sigmas they're there, but they don't really need anybody. They got the same status as an alpha, but they're just doing their own thing.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. So an alpha is placed as alpha by other individuals per se, whereas a Sigma is you're just there.
Alpha is a team leader.
Yeah, sure.
And then Sigma is like
you're there.
Yeah, he's like
you're him.
Yeah, like you won it from fighting. You were like decrowned the king.
Man, saying all this stuff is just making me like I feel like I'm losing brain cells saying Sigma.
Brain rot.
Yeah, Sigma sounds like something like a frat guy would say.
Because the whole alpha male thing is like it's built on a fallacy. Because alpha male doesn't exist. It came from a false. Similar. They have like a humble beginning. They're not the, I guess, more arrogant alpha.
Yeah, I would say a lot of times, bro, if you're calling yourself an alpha, you're just an asshole.
I'm telling you, it's all frat stuff.
Yeah,
I am the alpha.
Yeah, but alpha is just related to animals, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it started from this one researcher or scientist. He was like studying wolves, and one of them like accidentally misconstrued it and thinking that the wolf leader is the alpha. The alpha wolf, and then somehow it got translated into us using it, and now people use that as like, I'm the alpha male. I'm at the top of the chain.
Yeah.
No, you aren't.
Yeah.
You alpha males technically don't exist.
Yeah, there's a thing called a gun. Just saying, you ain't gonna fight.
You ain't so alpha when I fill you with this 9mm.
That's fact.
Yeah, it started from TikTok, and then the era of the alpha male, Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I would say that kind of like pushed it out super far. Andrew Tate being a Sigma. He's a Sigma. Because he doesn't that boy doesn't rely on anybody. He did not care about anyone's opinion.
He doesn't.
He literally not a single opinion.
I think Sigmas are pretty you need them.
I'd say it depends.
Because then you're not like a part of the sheep herd.
Yeah, you're not a rat in the rat race.
Yeah.
Right. They broke out.
I think you need everybody.
They broke out the Matrix. Yeah.
You need to wake up. Get out of the Matrix.
It's true.
You need them all.
All right. Let's see.
Okay. Research comes back. The guy that had I need more bullets. I need more bullets. He was the one that brought up alpha male pretty much.
Let's see. Yeah, though. Let's see. I got another one. Something similar to the whole alpha sigma male thing, but you ever hear someone say, "Oh, look, he's mewing." Oh my God. Okay. Shh, he's mewing.
Yep.
That's actually the first one I've never heard.
Really? That one's the one I only know.
Really?
Like I know the legitimate definition.
I've never heard that one before.
It's
so let me take a guess because it's mewling. It's mewling. I feel like it's on the verge of like crying.
Oh, you're so far.
Just for like I was like mewing. I
mean, other than it's a face thing. That's pretty much all you got.
Oh, so it's a face thing.
Yeah, it's
I feel like it's like drowsiness then.
Nah, but
they're whimpering. They're whimpering.
So
that's what I'm going with.
You're so far.
You're cold. You're cold.
I got you, bro. I can give you the rundown on mewing.
Mewing.
Our expert.
So have you ever heard of
the Pokemon?
You ever heard of Chad?
The Giga Chad.
Yeah. Chad. You know the ultimate male, Sigma male, Chad.
Yeah.
Well, you know what his face looks like, where his jaw is. Like,
where he looks
pronounced.
he looks like a. What's the chin guy from
Mega Chin or whatever
from Fairy Odd Parents? Captain Chin or
something Crocker, Mr. Crocker. No, he doesn't. Oh, the superhero.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember his name. But I know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But either way, it's that like how you would create the pronounced chin or like the jaw muscle. So like people, they put their tongue at the top of the mouth or whatever, and they like continue to hold it. Yeah, or there's like specific things that you can use, like the roller.
Yeah,
a lot of people use the marble roller or whatever, or the gem like it's like shaped like a specific shape. I don't remember what it is, like a C basically, and they roll it on their jaw to make it more pronounced.
Gotcha.
Mewing at its specific is the tongue.
Yeah.
and you hold your like cheeks in.
So he's mewing is just like he's making his jawline stand out.
correct.
Think of it like
He's trying to become a Sigma.
Gotcha.
He's like looking like it, anyways.
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
like,
heard that one before.
nice. It's like it's a word that you may not have heard, but trust me, if you know anything about The Rock, trust me, you'll see like little clips of him doing this little facial thing. He raised his eyebrow. But
Oh, the eyebrow thing, yeah.
I feel like it kind of has some like
Oh,
some inspiration from that.
Yeah, I
He's
could definitely
screwing.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's we'll get some research that the goo shaw marble tool. That's pretty much what it is. I'm saying it wrong, but at the end of the day, it's basically a marble tool that they use to create the jaw.
Give you that pronounced jaw, that manly, attractive.
You know, it's probably called that
feature.
because when you say that, it probably helps you mew.
Goo shaw.
Actually, unironically, when you see someone mewing, they don't talk. They
They physically can't.
They
Yeah.
can't.
I'm not gonna lie though, I've never seen someone like legitimately just like
Oh no, they got,
in like I've seen it online and stuff, but like I've never just walked around and seen somebody like mewing.
nah. I'm about to
Try it
say,
right now.
I'm not gonna lie, that's,
the cameras can't pick this up. But
you
trust
can't.
me,
Yeah, we're
It didn't
definitely
look that
mewing.
good.
the room temperature went up by 10 degrees.
I'm telling you, I'm
It got
feeling
hot.
pretty alpha right about now.
I'm feeling pretty Sigma.
Ooh,
Oh.
guess what else I'm feeling?
Theta.
I'm feeling very skibbity, if I
Skibbity.
do say. I'm pretty sure we've all may have heard this, but
Skibbity.
oh my god, that little
The toilet man.
Satan
I feel like everybody
spawn.
says that.
Have
without
you
no
seen
meaning.
that? Like, there is like a legitimate storyline.
There's a lore behind
Yeah.
Skibbity Toilet.
Skibbity toilet.
There's an hour-long YouTube video. I'm being 100%
Bill Nye?
dead serious. No, I'm being 100% dead serious with you. There is an hour-long video about why Skibbity Toilet is Skibbity Toilet.
Oh,
What is Skibbity toilet?
Bro is literally like in a military
Oh, it's a
warfare.
person.
a man's head in
Necessarily,
a
yeah.
toilet. Very
I
skibbity.
see a lot of plushes.
So it's just like water dunking.
Dude, I think I told you this like a couple weeks ago. I literally heard some mom in a park talking to her kid, and she was like,
no.
"You're very skibbity," and I was like, "All right, this has
You're
gone
very-
too far."
You're very head in the toilet looking right now.
I wanted to scratch my
don't
brain
understand.
after hearing that. There's something. I just
Yeah.
wanted to scratch.
That word is associated with brain rot.
Brain rot.
No, I mean that's another word that's out there nowadays. Is skibbity toilet gives you brain rot, like your brain is like rotting.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone understands what that means. You're losing brain
I'm
cells.
losing brain cells. That's all I've lost so far.
Our attention span and IQ has severely dropped since. I mean, I'm not going to blame it solely on TikTok, but TikTok definitely has a influence. You know.
Yeah.
And
I would say our like I'm not gonna lie, phrases nowadays are kind of crazy, but like in our day, our phrases were kind of good. I'm not gonna lie, like fire.
Yeah, that's fine. That's lit.
Yeah,
That's lit.
lit fan. Like those were some good. Like those were good. Bop.
Swag.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Swag.
lie. Some of these, like those phrases actually make sense
Because they were actually words.
They sound cool. We're just making up demure, very
Bro, come
Sigma,
on. Skibbity?
I feel like
Come
demure
on.
just really sounds like a French word that somebody would say to you. You're like very
demure.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Riz. That's another new one.
Yeah, you'll hear Ohio, the state of Ohio brought up, and a lot of it. Why they chose Ohio specifically? I have no idea.
a lot of Riz there.
there.
It's a lot of Riz there.
That's
Level
more like the
9000
opposite.
Yacht Ohio Riz.
Yeah, whoever
Me-
created that as well.
Like I can't make this up. It sounds like I am, but I can tell you I'm not making this up.
I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it at this point. It's just
Said
too
the
far
Giat
gone.
Riz.
Yacht.
Yeah, who created that too? Do you know why?
Yacht.
Because they were about to be like, Giat.
It's the noise that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came from the the onomatopoeia, gah, gah.
Yeah.
And then someone added a Y, A-T.
Yep.
Yacht.
Yep.
Often associated when you see a female with a large bosom.
I felt like you were just like an English teacher right there. It was very
He done broke that
educational.
thing down.
Yeah,
Class
he did.
is
I was
in
like,
session.
dang. I was like, dang.
You're here with Professor
Yeah.
Professor Trey here. I got
Yeah.
my PhD in brain
Riz.
rot.
Yeah.
Dumb
Professional
stuff.
Riz.
Trust me, by the end of this course, your IQ is going to drop by 60%.
You'll be able to talk to your teenagers.
Yeah, everybody, if you go in the description of this video, you're going to have a subscription to Trayvon's professional brain rot class.
Please sign up for my Patreon. I'll leave the link down in the description. Oh, sorry. Correction. Bosom is for the boobs. My bad. I meant, for the
Bunda.
the gluteus
The
maximus.
bunda. The bunda.
That's a good one.
Yeah, the
the
bunda.
pom pom.
The pom pom, as my Jamaican
Talk about
counterparts would
diarrhea,
say.
man.
Boom, boom.
The pom will drive you crazy, man.
Dude, have you seen this white guy?
I love
that's Jamaican.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you seen him?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Dude's actually,
There's two of them. There's two of them.
No,
With
not
the
a
dread,
rapper. Not a rapper. I know that guy. That guy's English.
Oh, you're thinking of the other guy then?
He's talking about the English guy that be in that song's terrible.
There's a rapper. Yeah, there's a rap. The one singer guy, and then there's the other guy just be sitting at like the side.
Yeah,
and
I'm
just
talking
talk
about
to
the
people.
dude that's like he's got shorter hair, and he just be saying like
His
the dumbest
glasses,
stuff to
right?
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
And he'd be making jokes that don't make sense.
Yeah.
And then the Jamaican dudes are usually a lot of them are high.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I get it." He's like, "Explain it."
Yeah, like you think you got it? Tell me the joke.
Yeah.
But he actually has a good accent.
Yeah.
Like I like his accent.
I had a female friend that's literally like from Jamaica, and like had her talk to me, and it's actually pretty cool. Like listen to it.
So we have a
like
buddy that does
it's
it
like
too.
broken English, but it's
because
like
you
funny.
understand key words, but then the rest is just like random.
Yeah,
that's like trying to ask them, what does bumbleclap mean? You know, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, it means this and this. It's kind of like a emotion. It's not like the word has a definition. It's how the tone of how you say it. You can be like bumbleclap. You know, someone's upset. Bumbleclap. Someone's mad.
Yeah. It's like different punctuation on it, kind of thing.
God.
Yeah.
God. No,
that's what she would always say that all the time. Bumbleclap. I'd be like, I was like,
bumbleclap. Bumbleclap.
Yeah. Like, what does that even mean? Like, you bumbleclap.
That just be saying shit like.
I'm not gonna lie though, it's fire though.
Yeah.
Like a Jamaican accent. Yeah. Oh, how about this? We were talking about this before. What do you think is like the hottest accent to have?
From what I've heard, they say like it used to be, I think it used to be French, but now it's like the British accent.
Yeah, but what would you prefer?
Oh, what? That sounds kind of. Okay, if I don't know why I thought like
said American.
He said American.
American, obviously.
That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It sounded like you're about to bust out like a guitar solo right there.
Dude, like totally certified that. Nah, if I had to choose, damn, that's pretty. Probably like something like Middle Eastern, like Moroccan.
Really?
Yeah,
that's a really throw out of left field kind of thing.
I was not ready.
Throw out of the ocean, go fishing. I guess.
Moroccan.
They got some female. They got Gita.
They got the Riz over there.
Yeah, but the voice, is it the voice that you like? Don't matter who the female is from, but the voice specifically, like the accent.
Oh, the voice. Let's see. It'd have to be like, you mean like not the accent, but the voice itself?
Well, both. Because, like, of course, every woman has a different voice, but specifically an accent. Like, British is known for, like, certain words.
Can you pass me a bottle of water?
Canadian, yeah. Canadian is known for putting
fish and chips.
Putting A at the end of your sentences.
Hey, oi, mate.
That's Australian.
That's Australian.
We did the thing of the top 5.
About.
Australian was actually one of the top 5 sexiest accents, which I thought was.
Yeah, we were
you think so?
I can believe it because, like, when you think of,
I don't know, man.
I see German.
You say that too. You say that too.
It's just aggressive.
Yeah. Russian though. Russian's very aggressive too.
Nah, I think it depends. But German specifically is a very angry language.
Yeah.
Like everything sounds aggressive.
I feel like it's just they want to spit on you at the same time they're talking. They just want to spit at you.
They just talking like, damn, I messed up. When if a German person goes off on you, bro.
Yeah, you don't know if they're happy or mad.
Like I'm saying, it's the language itself is aggressive. Like I learned it for a couple of years, and everything it's like you read it and you're like, why?
Yeah,
why is it so aggressive?
All right.
What do you say? What do you say?
Sexist language?
Sexiest, not sexist language.
I said sexiest.
It sounded like you said sexist.
Sexist language. I feel like, everybody goes with like the French and like Italian, things like that.
Italian?
Spanish. I think Spanish, but like a slow Spanish.
A slow Spanish, okay.
Nothing with hard. I don't like hard pronunciations. So like, if it's kind of like just flows off the tongue.
You like the R's rolling?
Yeah. I can never roll the R. You can roll your R?
Kind of. If you give me the word, I might be able to do it. But I don't know Spanish, so I don't know really. Pedro, like dog. Pedro.
I feel like
the mic doesn't.
You sound like a white man.
I was about to say. I feel like I'm a very good white man sounding Spanish, but I can't speak Spanish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel like that's where I'm at. I wish I could speak it. My grandfather is very Spanish vocal, like very fluent in Spanish, and I always ask him to teach me, but he'll just never teach me.
I say you got to stick with it. Like,
yeah. I tried learning, but I could just never roll my R, so I just stopped. So I didn't make it too far, actually.
Gringo.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about Spanish that's so difficult is that the way you learn in school is not the way
not
that
the way how they
at all.
speak.
Yeah.
At all.
Like, of course, there's a bunch of different dialects for the different locations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, even like nothing that they speak, everything is slang.
I about to say
That's
it feels like it's very formal when the schools teach you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even when you teach English, I mean, yeah, there's formal, and we use like specifically more country individuals use word, like, you know, we were, y'all, things like that. But
that's the slang, the English slang.
Yeah, but you can understand formal English very like easily. What's taught in schools for formal English makes sense, even if you weren't to use slang.
Yeah.
But Spanish, they will not understand you unless you use slang.
Yeah, that's what it's like. Almost like our English, American English to Britain English, because there's like words that they use differently. Right. So it's like it's pretty cool because
when you said 4 different ways.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because like Spanish, when you listen to Spanish people, you can almost kind of pinpoint what kind of Spanish they are.
Yeah,
like it's
by
pretty
different dialect.
Yeah, because it just sounds different, like how fast they talk, what kind of words they use.
Right.
Accent.
So it's pretty cool. Like I grew up around a lot of Puerto Ricans and Cubans, and then Mexican have like their own way of talking. It's pretty funny too. Right. So you just never know, kind of like what you're getting into.
That's what I'm saying. You learn it in school, and then you hear like someone that's actually come from like Spanish descent. Like our buddies, we have buddies that are Spanish that literally sound nothing like what you would hear in school.
What are you?
That's the other thing. A lot of people that are like speak Spanish from like I said, descendant will take Spanish class and not understand a lot of it.
Yeah,
because they're like, we don't use that. Like, I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Literally, one of our buddies, I mean, he still passed a test and everything, but he's like, why would you say it like that? Like, that you shouldn't say it like that.
Right.
That's the thing of Spanish, too, is like you might get one word in this language, but not in this language.
I just never understood the pronunciation of, like I said, the male and female version.
Yeah.
Because you had to say, like, male and female different for, like, depending on how it was. I could never understand that. I did it online and they just barely passed.
Because they say like, what is it, verb first or whatever, how they word their sentences kind of thing. It's like the opposite of how English is. Yeah, like their nouns and verbs.
Yeah, female ends with the A, male typically ends with O, like Latino, guy, Latina, female. They do it by like categorizing male word, female word. Right. But if you have like a male with a bunch of females, it automatically defaults to the male.
He's a philosopher.
So this is the
from what I've
English teacher, Spanish teacher now,
languageologist.
Languageologist,
bilingual man, Professor Trey. I'm telling you.
Can you speak other languages?
Hell no.
He knows about them.
I know about them, but
I was saying
speaking them, that's a different. That's like saying, yeah, I can drive a F1. No, I can't even do that. I can drive a truck. Oh yeah, can you drive a semi? Well, you know.
Is your family fluent in any languages
besides English? That's it. I mean,
what about yours?
Nah, my mom can understand German and speak little.
Gotcha.
So like a lot of individuals like that, I would say that's in their family can understand.
Yeah.
Like my mom can fluently understand German.
Yeah.
So like if someone says it to her, my mom can completely understand what they said.
Yeah.
But can't respond.
I have a buddy that's like that in Spanish. He's Puerto Rican. His whole family speaks some Spanish, understands it, but he has troubles. He can't speak it to save his life.
Yeah. Like I said, she probably could speak some back, but she can't. Like it wouldn't make as much sense. Kind of like the same thing with Spanish. Like you could understand it, but not speak it back correctly.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So I can only give you like a couple of objects, and I'm like, hey, you got to take the rest because I don't know any other way to describe.
Right.
Baño, bathroom.
You speak with your hands, not your mouth.
I was say a lot of it is hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
The same thing with Italian. A lot of your hands.
I do just love the word for some reason. I love poquito.
Okay.
Just poquito.
That's because he hears it a lot.
Yeah, I think so. I think he hears.
Every time he drops those drawers, poquito.
It just rolls off the tongue. Poquito. And they say it differently too.
Nothing like a little bit of some pork chinchorrones. You know what I'm saying? Get you some pork skins.
I'm not gonna lie though, Spanish families. That food, boy.
Gas.
Always good. White rice and chicken.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Like
dirty laundry. That's the translation. I don't know what it's called.
Dirty laundry.
Yeah, Danny's mom makes it all the time. Oh my god, so good.
It's
like pork. It's like pork lining, like the inside of the pork, and then like white rice. The white rice is gas.
My buddy would always. I had a buddy, and he would just bring in meat all the time, and I'd be like, "What kind of meat is this?" And he'd be like, horse meat. And to this day, all I can think of it as a horse meat because he never told me anything different. So I don't know if he actually ate horses.
It's probably not horse.
Or if it was like or if they just call it something else.
It's a mystery meat.
Well, that's the thing about Jamaican. It probably wasn't goat. They do a lot with pork.
Yeah,
but I was about to say, goat. Our buddy Alex, he's Jamaican.
They
make so much stuff with goat.
Yeah,
I've never heard of someone say they have so much goat. Like he's always
plantains.
like, oh, what's for like plantains, my
whatever.
boy.
Yeah, they say plantains.
Plantains
or Jamaican say
Plantalones.
plantains.
Yeah, I love them. They're good.
Plantains depends how they're made.
But I say Cuban. I think it's called bofondo or something along those lines. But anytime like Daniel, we go with Daniel to like a restaurant, he'll take us to like one of the spots, and they're gonna speak only Spanish, so be prepared for that. But oh my god,
those are the good ones.
The mashed plantains
when you can't understand them,
it was so good. But it feels like you're eating it forever because it looks like it's only a little bit, but it's like
it's
so
very
dense.
filling.
Yeah,
so dense, but it was so good.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to prepare plantains that are gas. Like literally, you can have them normal, where they're just like fried on the surface or whatever.
Yeah.
Then, like you said, smashed plantains are gas, or of course, the ones that they dry them out like chips.
Those like dehydrated?
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when we have those lime plantain chips, those are gas.
Yeah, those are pretty fire.
We selling that good old Publix. Come by my local Publix. You can get to some plantains. They're going to be on aisle 3. You know, I'm telling you the international.
Workers.
If they're actually on aisle 3, that's pretty crazy.
That's our international section.
He works at Publix.
They got.
Oh, do you really? That's funny.
I've been there roughly. Well, I'd say like a year and 3/4. It'll be 2 years going on January.
Yeah.
Dang. So you're coming up on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm like
you're the manager yet?
Nah, I don't got the time for
that. That boy is stalker.
I
had a buddy. I had a buddy that was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna work at Publix." Went to work at Publix right out of high school, and he was like, "Yeah, I just got to work here like 10 years, and I'll become a manager of the store."
10?
I was like,
"Jeez,
you want to work there 10 years?" Just
the thing about that, you can. I'm sorry, it's kind of like made me think of it, bro. Buc-ee's workers, bro.
Buc-ee's get paid,
bro,
man.
To be a manager at Buc-ee's, bro, you're making more money.
Yeah,
they're making more money than most individuals in like companies.
Yeah.
Like big companies, I'm talking.
I've never been to a Buc-ee's yet.
I've never been to one either.
Neither?
No.
Oh, we got to make a trip.
So you got to go. Like
what is the closest one? Is like no, there's
not.
There's not one in Tampa.
It might be up north.
There's
up
one.
North,
I know there's one going to St. Augustine, whatever that. I think it's like US 90 or something. There's like a huge highway that way, and then I think there's one in Ocala, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure there's one in Ocala. That's the closest, probably.
Yeah, those are the two closest. And I was like, and no, Daytona. There's one in Daytona.
Yeah, it's like a better version of Walmart. So it's like Walmart in the sense of like it has everything, but it's extremely like cleaner. Like it's what it is actually is like more of a truck stop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like it actually is a gas station.
Right.
Well,
but it's extremely known for what it has on the inside, and it has extremely developed product development. Yeah. So like everything is Buc-ee's. I mean, they have normal items too, but there's most of everything there. Like they have Buc-ee's merch, Buc-ee's food. Yeah, I mean, friggin' the money that they make is insane. Like literally, general managers make from $150,000 to $225,000.
Yeah, they make. That's just
Then again, I bet it's really difficult.
Yeah. Well, I've also heard Buc-ee's is actually so. There's like a law that states that gas stations can't sell gas cheaper than what they pay for it.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Because of Buc-ee's, because they're they make so much more money off of the inside than their gas, so they would put their gas dirt cheap and have everybody come there.
So it's kind of like Sam's Club in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of like marketing tactics in a way, and like they'll just have everybody come. So now they sell their gas like dirt cheap because they get so much. They have like clothes on the inside.
That's what I'm saying. It's more like
beef
a
jerky.
Walmart gas station.
Yeah, it's crazy. My grandparents went to it and told me about it, and I was like, that stuff sounds just so crazy.
Yeah, and literally about their average is about $20 an hour.
Yeah,
like on the lowest end of their employees.
So now, what is your ranking of gas stations, if you had to say?
Oh, at least local wise, honestly, the best one I've ever been to was, I got to give it to Wawa. You know, they're very underrated. First of all, you know, you can get gas there. They got like all sorts of range. They got a little regular, premium, ethanol sometimes, diesel if you got a diesel. And let me tell you, the inside or their kitchen, man, if you're looking for something like a coffee, smoothie, or just some food, man, oh my god, Wawa is so underrated. I
their
wish
sandwiches are so good,
so good. And once you become like a little member, get you some discounts, get you some points on the app, get you a panini.
Yeah.
Man, Wawa is so underrated.
It's crazy. A lot of people said they have never had Wawa's, and I was like, if you're gonna get a sandwich or anything, you got to go to Wawa's and try it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of put it up there with Publix. Publix has good sandwiches, but so does Wawa.
Publix would be I'd rank higher if they didn't like start raising the prices of the subs, because I've noticed like every few months that the sub prices will go up. Because when I first started, their subs were like roughly $9 for the whole. Obviously, it did range for different ones, but $9 was the average. Now you're paying like $10, $11 for a sub. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Y'all think y'all slick, bro?
There's a new Wawa that just opened up, I think within the last couple of months in Largo, Florida, over there by like Clearwater and stuff. And it has a drive-through. It's a drive-through Wawa. It's like the first Wawa to have a drive-through, and it's been open a little bit. And I've never been, but I hear it's really cool because you just order your food and it's kind of like just a drive-in place. But I think Wawa's up there is like one of the best. I
would say if we had a Buc-ee's near, because like the thing about Buc-ee's is it's like extremely lucrative as where they are. Like they're mainly more up north than anywhere else. But Buc-ee's itself, man, like that specifically the bathrooms is what sells it for me. Literally, if you go to a Buc-ee's bathroom, there's probably 50 urinals and 50 stalls. Yeah. And they're all like stunning clean. Yeah. Like there's always a janitor cleaning the bathrooms. Yeah. And the store itself is extremely massive, and of course there's millions of gas pumps. So you're never not going to have a spot.
I would say as hygiene wise, I liked Racetrack. Racetrack was pretty nice.
Hygiene. Oh, like clean?
Yeah, like clean. Like they have clean bathrooms.
They surprise me, yeah.
Yeah, Racetrack, I've never really seen a dirty, like a nasty Racetrack.
My dad got his car swiped at Racetrack.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Racetracks are pretty nice too. They're just like, they're really casual, but they have like, I don't know if all of them have it, but like most of the ones I've ever seen, they have like little like ice cream kind of machine on the side where you can just choose what ice cream and what topping you want. I know what you're talking about. And stuff like that. Racetracks, I would say, is probably up there. Newer Circle K's are pretty nice too. Yeah. So
I just what's it called? I would say my probably like up top that's closest to me is Nick and Mo's. I shout out Nick and Mo's. That's just where
Nick and Mo's. Nick and Mo's got good food though. I ain't gonna lie.
Nick and Mo's got Quiznos, and they used to have Papa John's, if I'm not mistaken, but I think they started doing more with Quiznos and making their own pizzas. But it's actually pretty gas, and they're starting to actually move more up north. I think they've sold a couple.
If anything's wrong with it, fry it, because I feel like all their food's fried.
Most of it.
Yeah, it's all fried
chicken fingers, and stuff.
Fried wedges.
They're fire though.
They're good. I'm not gonna lie. They're huge, and they're like stomach filling, but man, they are good.
Yeah,
I've never been. Nick and Mo's. I feel like I've only been like once.
What's the worst gas station?
Worst gas station? Ooh.
Like the thing is, I want to say 7-Eleven, but like you can't because like you're always at a 7-Eleven.
Like the older 7-Eleven, the newer 7-Elevens are pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie.
The new ones are gas. Yeah. I'd say if I had to put one, I'd say probably Shell or
I'd say probably Radiant.
Radiant. Oh my god!
Because they're all old corner stores. They're pretty Radiant. Old Radiants.
They are.
It's because they're all like.
And they're not in the best spot in town.
Yeah, they're never in a good spot, and they always have their windows covered by like cigarette like ads and stuff like that. You never see the inside. It's really
bad when the place has metal racks on the front door.
Yeah. But that's like
it's locked.
It's really hard because then that's when you start getting down to like corner store, like actual corner, like mom and pop corner stores. So it's like you can't really say that. Like if I'm gonna say a brand, like a commercial company. I feel like I've never really seen a good Radiant, but they're so old they don't make them.
Sense.
You ever been to a Hess?
A Hess?
Before they closed down? You never heard? You've never heard of Hess?
I can't say.
I'm not even that much older than you, and that makes me feel old because like Hess used to have their own car their own toy company. So there was like trucks and race cars and stuff that would literally say Hess, and they would sell them in the store. And then years later, they got like a couple years. It was quite a few years ago. They got bought out by Speedway. Speedway became like the next big thing, and then Speedway got bought out by Rebel. And Rebel, you're starting to see Rebels pop up here and there, but they're okay. They're not like the craziest store, I wouldn't say. My mom works at a Rebel, so I'm kind of like fluent with one. But other than that, I'm not rating them pretty high. Speedways are pretty nice for a little while.
I've heard Speedways are okay. I think it all depends on the bathroom specifically. Like when I go in the bathroom, that's how I know that specific gas station is terrible. Because the bathrooms, literally, certain ones, I'd be going in and like the stall doesn't work. You know, the sink is half off the wall. Water's leaking down the sink, and you sit on the toilet and that bitch is like black, like the toilet is black.
Yeah.
They're always terrible. Or it's a one staller and everyone's waiting on the 7-Eleven bathroom.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
You got one bathroom. You got to wait. Occupied.
Yeah.
And
then you get in there and that's just
as soon as you walk in, as soon as you walk in, you know if it's gonna be a good or a bad restroom, gas station.
If I can smell the previous person,
yeah.
this ain't off to a good start.
Yeah. Now they have all the new 7-Elevens coming up with.
they're nice.
Yeah, the new ones, and they all have the taco place inside of them now.
Mm-hmm.
The El
Taco. The school bus on it.
No, that's Taco Bus. I think you're thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Taco buses, those are pretty good too. But they're in like the older stores. I haven't seen them in any of the newer ones.
Right.
Circle K, I feel like is just a given.
Circle K's that have Subway though.
Yeah, they do.
Not all of them.
Shells used to have Subway too. Some Shells have Subway.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Literally, anyone that has a Subway is just. That's a hot. All right, that's not a hot take. Question though, Jimmy John's, Firehouse sub. Like, what's your favorite sub?
I thought you were gonna.
Firehouse sub, yeah, that's what I was saying.
I thought you were gonna make me like Firehouse or Jimmy John's.
Oh no.
If I had to go with one,
I've had Jimmy John's like twice, so I can't really speak for Jimmy John's.
Yeah,
I've never had
Firehouse sub. My mom.
I just hear so much gas behind Jimmy John's. Like everyone's like,
Firehouse.
"Oh, Jimmy John's is good."
I think Firehouse might be the most genuine sub out there, to be honest.
Really?
I would put Subway at the bottom.
Subway's fast food. I feel like out of Subway's fast food of sandwiches.
They used to be great.
Yeah,
and then
don't get me wrong, they never disappoint. I don't think
I'm about to say I've always been thoroughly happy after.
Yeah,
Subway.
I don't think I've ever had a bad Subway sandwich, but like
I would say Firehouse is mainly cooked. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they do more of like cooked items. So like they have like the Philly cheesesteak sub that's like the steak is cooked and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, they have like. They give you like the huge pickle on the side too.
Yeah,
they give you like
always,
they give you the pickle on the side and everything.
They're also the ones that donate to the firefighters.
Yeah, when I was growing up, my brother's dad would always go there, but we wouldn't really get anything from there because we'd go for somewhere else. And like now that I'm older and I like to stop there every once in a while, they're probably the best sub. Like I've never had, what was the other one? Jimmy John's. I've had it twice, but it was like kind of like the party platter, so you never really get experience.
You don't know
and then Jersey Mike's, I've never had Jersey Mike's.
We had Jersey Mike's at work.
Oh, then it was the opposite. So I've had Jersey Mike's, but I've never had Jimmy John's.
I hear so much hype behind Jimmy John's, but I never see him.
Jimmy John's.
Is there one in downtown?
I think so, but I've never.
I'm usually never in downtown, so.
Jimmy John's is always known for like the call us if you get in an accident, call us after the police, and then we'll be there before the police or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I always hear
they be riding their bikes or used to do the bike delivery. I think. I don't know.
I think they did. That was like on the ad too. They were like our bikes will be there before.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really had many of them, but I just can't sell out on Subway. Subway's just it always hits. I get the same thing every single time, and no matter what, it hits. That Italian cannot be beat.
The bread?
I'm telling you, the Italian bread, and then I usually get a BMT, which is, salami, pepperoni. But that's something I never understood. When you order the item, right? So, I order a BMT. It also says, lettuce, a certain type of cheese. But, of course, they ask you what you want. So, I'm like, why don't you just put what kind of meat is in it? Because that's the only thing that you can't choose. That's what you determine on the sub.
I think it's because just people want different things. I think they just want the meat, because that's the only thing they charge you for is the meat.
The BMT on there, as a specific, why does it has lettuce, it has vinaigrette, it tells you what it has, but you don't get it unless you decide to get it.
I guess it's I kind of see that.
I always be messing myself up too. Whenever they be like, "What bread you want?" I always be saying American, but I mean Italian.
now they
the Macallian. I mean Italian.
No, I always say American, and then I'm disappointed when I get it because I want the Italian, but I always forget the regular white Italian.
Bread.
Yeah, he's like, I get the white bread.
I always could have sworn that was American. I guess not.
No, white people aren't seasoned like that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we're not seasoned like that. It's plain. True, all we do is the plain bread, plain or wheat. That's all we're good for.
I tried doing the wheat. That wheat's the dark one, right?
Yeah, it's grainy.
I tried that. That
Subway,
tastes.
they used to have it was 9-grain whole wheat, and I actually used to get that all the time. I never
all that stuff on it.
It not a lot of stuff. It has it's darker, but it's not as bad as just the wheat. It was just I don't know. I don't know why I always got it. I just did.
You want to hear a great story? one time me and Cole took our lunch. We went to go eat, and we went to Subway, right? And then we decided to get. They had these like brand new things. It was like add on to your sub, and I think it was like $2. Well, I think it depended on what you got. It was like they had it was all sticks. That's what it was. So it was a stick of cookie, a stick of churro, and what was the other one? A pretzel.
Yeah,
it was a pretzel. So the pretzel I think was the cheapest. Then I think it was a churro. Then it was a cookie or something like that. And me and Cole both were like,
yeah, it might have been.
A churro sounds fire right now.
A churro does sound
like a hot churro right now could be like gas.
Yeah.
So like I was like, I'll get a churro. So okay. Oh, looks like you got the last one. But
I think that was the pretzel ones we did. Because remember the pretzel was the first one.
Oh, so, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think the churro, I got the churro the other time, and Brian gave you half of it or whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah, because the pretzel we did it. Yeah,
it's the pretzel that I'm thinking about. I messed up. We didn't get churro. We thought the big thing of bread, because I don't know if we were talking about the one place in the mall that always sells the pretzels.
Oh, Auntie Annie's.
Yeah, Auntie Annie's.
Bro,
yeah,
Auntie Annie's fire.
It's so good.
So yeah,
good.
I think we're like, because that's what it was.
It had the sauce with it.
No. It was Auntie Anne's pretzels.
Yeah.
So like they must have done like a sponsored thing or whatever. Like they combine each other.
But they had the sauce right next to it. Remember they were showing the sauce, and we were like, okay, then we'll get the pretzel and the sauce.
Yeah. So basically, it was Auntie Anne pretzels that they were giving, like you could buy with your meal. You're like, oh, that sounds fire right now. So I was like, all right, I'll get a pretzel. And she's like, oh, you got the last one? She pulled it out like the oven and stuck it in my bag. And I was like, yes. And then Cole was like, well, I wanted a pretzel too, but I mean, if you don't have one, it's okay. She's like, oh, I think we might have one in the back. She looked, she found one. She's like, we got one. I think this is our last one. So then he puts it in his bag. We get back to work and we go to eat, bro. And I'm down in this pretzel. I'm like, oh, this is fire. You know, it's soft, it's hot. And I'm like, oh, this thing is gas right now. Literally, Cole pulls his pretzel out. That thing is hard as a rock.
It was literally a baton. Like I could commit murder with this thing. I could commit murder with this thing. Like I could knock somebody out.
She really heated it up, but it did not change.
Yeah, that's how we microwave it.
Like nothing.
Yeah, it was a rock solid. Like it was probably like the stale one. It was the stale one they had that they weren't trying to sell to nobody unless they really had to. And I was the guinea pig.
You were the
Their manager
outlier.
was like, if you can sell this, I'll give you a raise.
Yeah.
Boss, guess what?
Yeah. But we did get the churro the other time.
Yeah,
we got the churro. We split half of it, but it was
not that.
Yeah, it wasn't that good because it was like already frozen with the sugar, like the cinnamon on it. But then they put a little bit of cinnamon on like a little paper and they rolled it in so you don't get much on it. But man, it was like you would take a bite and you taste the cinnamon for a second, and then once you got to the middle, it tastes like cardboard. Like it was it was pretty plain churro. Yeah. So I was like, you were.
How do y'all mess up with churro?
It kind of tastes like plastic.
Yeah,
I mean not plastic, cardboard.
Yeah,
it tastes like cardboard with sugar.
But now they have the dippers or whatever, which is like the flatbread ripped, and they have like cheese or chicken or pepperoni.
Yeah, I just remember Auntie Anne's they always hit.
Auntie Anne's was so good.
That's what I look forward to when going to Lakeland Square Mall. Because honestly, the mall is dead, but you know, Auntie Annie's they got a special place in my heart.
We used to have one in a Walmart by us, and my mom would just go up there and buy them. But then it closed down, and the only place I can really think of it was we have a mall by us too, and it's in a mall right there. But it's been a while since I've had any.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they used to have a Cinnabon in the mall?
I think so,
but I don't think it's there no more. They used to have a whole bunch of like sweets, like cupcakes. But
I just remember. Sorry, my bad if I cut you off.
You good?
My favorite, like literally, because like when you walked into the mall, there was Auntie Anne's because it was like you walk into the food court. Auntie Anne's is right there, and if you turn right behind you, there's a cookie. Yeah, bro, a cookie store, and it's like a cookie front, kind of like Auntie Anne's, where you kind of walk up and then you order. Dude, them cookies were always hitting.
The cookie cake.
Yeah, the cookie cake, literally every birthday was always cookie cake. And then even if you just wanted like one of their cookies, like their sugar cookie, wasn't like sugar on top of a cookie. It was like sugar in the cookie. And it was like a multicolored cookie. And you could get the mega cookies, which were like, massive compared to like a normal cookie.
Jesus.
And it was like $1.
He said the size of your head.
Yeah.
Look at my mega cookie.
Higher, bro. But that was the craziest like combo. Is literally Auntie Anne's right here, and then this like fire cookie place like right back to back.
Which one do I choose?
And then they made the what's it called, the churro pretzels at Auntie Anne's, where you could get like cinnamon on the pretzels.
Yeah,
and those are pretty good too.
Yeah, I was just like they were so soft with the dipping sauce.
The originals were,
yeah. We always get those.
What did you used to dip in it? Like, what did you dip the pretzels in?
Whatever the main one was, I can't remember.
So you would use like whatever their dip was.
Yeah,
I never did that.
Never.
I used ketchup.
That sounds disgusting.
I've heard people use mustard.
For pretzels?
Yeah, my mom uses mustard.
Huh.
I like ketchup.
I can't remember what it was. It might have been like honey mustard or something. Now that I think about it,
That's what I was about to say. I don't think it's anything special.
yeah. Now that I think about it, it might have actually just been like honey mustard because I always like honey mustard over everything.
Yeah,
Ketchup just sounds weird.
I love honey mustard. Honey mustard.
Me too. I thought I was like one of those cool kids that I just put honey mustard on everything. So I put it on my salad. Worst decision I made. I'll eat it on everything but a salad.
You know who the biggest fiends out of all of them are? Ranch lovers.
Ranch lovers.
Because they literally put ranch on everything. There's a difference between liking ranch and being a ranch lover.
That is an obsession.
But is ranch bad on anything though?
Ranch is terrible on a lot of things. Literally, like I said, the only thing I will eat ranch with is two things.
So what is
pizza?
something?
Hold on. Pizza. I'll take ranch on pizza.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like a pineapple pizza, because come on now, that's disgusting.
Pineapple pizza is disgusting.
No. Using ranch with pineapple pizza.
That's like, a whirlwind.
Yeah, like a ham pizza, fire with ranch.
Yeah, something with meat on it.
Yeah, that or even just a cheese, whatever.
Yeah,
or wings, like wings and like carrot sticks or something like that.
So, what is something you would eat with sauce, but you want to eat with ranch?
Honestly, it depends.
Think about it.
Barbecue. I the first thing that really crosses my mind is I wouldn't really put ranch on my barbecue brisket ribs. Like I've hauled the sauces ranch.
Yeah,
salad. I mean that's serious. I like the Italians like a dressing.
Caesar.
I think Caesar Italian dressing, like anything like that. Strawberry dressing, ranch.
Strawberry dressing.
Yeah, they have like strawberry vinaigrette or whatever.
That sounds disgusting.
It's pretty good.
That's a fruit.
He said that's pretty good.
But ranch is like that is the most basic like thing to do ever.
You know what's funny is ranch has different flavors depending on who you buy it from. It's pretty
Hidden Valley.
Yeah, Hidden Valley is strong. I'm not gonna lie. That's a thick ranch.
Yeah.
I used to put ranch on my salad, but then I started putting more Italian. That's
what I'm saying. It's just because I don't know ranch. It doesn't taste good.
Have you ever had a ginger salad?
Those are gas.
Ginger salad, like
mainly
sushi places. Sushi places have it. Ginger salad. They're so.
I have to try it. I haven't tried it yet.
I'm not gonna lie. Do you like sushi?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like fish?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that don't like fish for some reason.
I like fish, cooked, uncooked.
Honestly, if you go to like any sushi place, they usually have ginger salads, and it's like a small. It's a really small salad too. It's like a small.
What's kind of crazy? No matter where you go, no matter what sushi place you go, the ginger salad tastes the same.
Yeah, it does.
It's always gas.
It's always good. My grandpa always asks us for more ginger sauce.
You know what?
Because he likes to cover it.
Yeah. You know what a crazy like salad sauce is that like I don't think a lot of people know about, but Thousand Island.
I think everybody knows about Thousand Island.
Sorry, I never liked it, but my grandfather would always have it. And
it's a love-hate.
Yeah. It's like ranch, but shittier.
One that tastes
it's literally like colored ranch. I don't understand.
It's red ranch or like oranges. It's like orange is reddish. And it's weird. It's a weird take, but it's like honestly. It's
sometimes listen, there were sometimes where it hit.
Yeah.
Like if it was
when everything else was gone.
No. When it was just enough.
Yeah.
Thousand. But like,
it's strong.
Dump it. It's like oh my god, it's terrible.
It's horrible.
One salad dressing that I absolutely dislike with a burning passion. It's called like Catalina sauce.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, neither have I.
It leaves you with a weird aftertaste. Like first, it goes down like, ugh, and then you're left with the aftertaste like, oh god. You think it would get any better, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
it just gets worse and worse.
Oh, Caesar.
No. Olive Garden dressing is fire.
Oh, they have their own.
It's not Caesar.
Oh,
they got like.
I love Caesar. That's the best.
Caesar,
that's best
Caesar
salad.
is really good.
I'll take best salad. Caesar salad and garlic salad. The garlic or the. Yeah, not the garlic, but the
ginger.
There you go.
With or without croutons.
I hate croutons. I do know croutons.
I do not, so I'm not the biggest pasta fan. So, but like if I go to Olive Garden, I'll just down their salads and breadsticks. That's
not the question, my boy.
I was thinking, I was just like reading that, and I was like,
nah. He said croutons or no.
Oh, for sure, croutons.
That makes two of us.
Nah,
you don't like croutons?
I don't like croutons. I always ask for no croutons, or if I don't, I take
hard
them out.
croutons too, crunchy. Still gotta be crunchy.
I'm very
fresh.
specific though. I like a lot of people. Like, you know, when you get a salad, you pick up whatever's in the salad.
Yeah.
I specifically go for more lettuce.
I take out the tomato. I'm sorry. I'm one of those guys where I can eat ketchup like as a condiment, but ketchup, I mean, not ketchup, tomatoes, the vegetable or fruit, whatever you want to call it. I can't do it. I can't eat a raw tomato and be like, this is good. Like, you'll give someone a raw tomato and be like,
I ain't gonna lie, raw tomato.
Yeah, a lot of
slices are good. Slices
if you
are
go
good.
to like the older like mom and pop places, you can get a side tomato slice, like Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
You can get side tomato slice.
I can't do it. It just I can't get past the taste.
It depends on the tomato.
No,
Some of them are good, some of them are bad.
I like tomatoes.
I like the little ones, the
I
little
always-
reds, like the super tiny ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
I love
I would
those
always
are
take
fun.
out. I hate olives. So like olives inside,
Yeah, I can't.
olives and stuff like that. You know what's actually a really good salad? Greek salad.
Greek salad is gas.
You-
If they have
if-
full of olives
you-
and all that.
It's like mashed potato or not mashed potatoes. It's a potato salad underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
You've never had Greek salad?
I hate potato salad, by the way.
Yeah, I've never had a
You
Greek
hate
salad.
you hate potato salad, but you like Greek salad.
Greek salad doesn't always have that. There's
It's
certain
not Greek
I
salad.
promise you.
It's
There's
not
certain
Greek
Greek salads that they'll do that. Greek salads specifically are olives. Like they use a
We used
lot
to make
of
homemade
olives.
salad. You just grab lettuce and put potato salad on top. Chop it up, chop it up.
Disgusting.
The thing about it is
I like German potato salad.
it's the dressing though that makes it. It's like vinegar
I never
and
tried one.
oil and stuff like that. It makes it really good. I ain't gonna
The
lie.
thing is, like Publix potato salad, I hate. There's so
Trash.
many people that every party you go to, they always get
Have.
that
'Cause it's-
potato
'Cause
salad.
they can just go
That
to Publix
their
and buy it.
coleslaw,
Yeah, I
You
don't-
like coleslaw?
not Publix's coleslaw.
Oh.
If my mom makes it, that's good.
I like coleslaw.
I
A lot of
just-
people don't like it. I don't know why.
I don't. I
like
really
cold lettuce.
dislike that. It's just so bad for me.
I feel like hummus is like it's an acquired taste. I tried it. I was like,
Yeah, Mediterranean salads are good. They usually have hummus.
I don't think I've ever had a Mediterranean salad with hummus. In it.
Like it,
With any, and I've never had a salad.
it's just little.
That's a crazy
cheesy-
thing to say.
I've never had a salad.
I've never had a Mediterranean salad. I had salad. I love salad. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was saying,
say,
usually
good
always
save,
is
good
on
save.
salads.
Yeah, I love salad. lettuce. So some people that hate sandwiches that have lettuce on it,
I love lettuce.
it's a make or break sandwich for me because it has to be cold and crunchy. If it's like soggy lettuce,
Exactly.
it makes it worse. But if it's
Yeah.
cold and crunchy,
Yeah,
It
it
make-
does change it.
yeah, it changes the.
There's like the certain part of the lettuce, like the hard white part.
yeah.
That's usually the crunch.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to have like a nice little green with the white because I want my lettuce to look like it was freshly chopped off the bale. And so when
The
I'm like,
bale,
or whatever they call the
head.
the head,
It's just
Gotcha.
a head of
The
lettuce.
bushel.
the
I'm
bush,
pretty sure they just call it head of
It
lettuce.
is probably a head
the
of lettuce.
head of lettuce.
Yeah.
But yeah, lettuce is gas. I
That's
like
the
it on
best.
my sandwiches.
Iceberg lettuce is the best.
Yeah, that's true. Kale, disgusting.
I tried it.
Kale is so bitter.
I'm not sure.
It's so bitter.
I can't, I'm sorry, but
I've had it in a
people-
couple salads and it's not good. It's just so bitter.
I can't get behind kale. Kale has a.
It's supposed to be
Cucumber?
really
You like
good for
cucumber
you.
in your salad?
You're gonna.
You're thinking about it, which got me a little nervous because I feel like it was a quick answer.
Here's the kind of ironic thing. I like pickles, but cucumbers, anything that's like cucumber flavor.
You don't like cucumber Gatorade?
No,
You don't like
ew.
The day that he brought that into work and we drank that, it was so
So good.
disgusting.
You know,
He's literally capping right now. He
Oh my
hated it just as
God.
much as me.
cucumber.
it
bro.
is.
It like
is.
tastes like balls. That
you know,
stuff is
you know what's
so nasty.
So it's funny is because Gatorade has a very strong taste to it. So if I need something that's like very hydrating, cucumber Gatorade is the only one
Bro,
because
there's
it's very,
so
it's
many-
very light.
There's
it's a
so
light
many
taste
more
to it.
other flavors you can choose.
No, because Gatorade, I'm telling you, if you drink regular Gatorade, they're very thick. Like it's a very strong flavor.
Bro, like
But if
thick
you get-
water.
If you get cucumber Gatorade, it's very light. Like it's refreshing.
but
Nah, that's like people that drink cucumber water.
yeah,
It's disgusting.
Who's
Why don't you
drinking
just drink
cucumber
water?
water?
water.
A lot of like infused.
It's
waters
literally,
they
I'm
do.
pretty sure they're like 95% water. I'm pretty sure cucumbers are like
Gatorade?
95.
Oh,
No, cucumbers are like 95% water.
Probably, but I still hate
they're
it.
very high in water.
Listen,
If I
I
could
like
taste it-
I like a cucumber. Why are you putting it in water? Or
Oh, no, water.
Gatorade?
Gatorade is pretty fire though. I ain't gonna lie. It's
that's
pretty refreshing.
so nasty.
That's like people like people that just like grab lemons and set it in water. They don't squeeze it. They just put it in the water, and it's like
Yeah,
it's like
it
watered down.
infuses it.
So that's
Not even
different. That's
fused. It's like
adding the
water
orange
with like a
slice.
little tip
That's-
of
Yeah,
or like fruit. Like you just put it in there.
I
You're
mean,
not,
yeah, that makes sense. A cucumber.
yeah.
it's actually cucumber is actually very good for you. It's actually one of the most
I
healthiest.
get that.
Calm
but
down, Gatorade drinker.
I'm being dead serious. It's actually one of the, like
Cucumber Gatorade.
it's one of the like healthiest things for you.
Get your insides
Nasty.
detoxed. Eat you some.
You don't just like grab a
cucumbers.
cucumber and just go chow town on it.
No, I don't.
I've done with salt. If you put cucumber with some salt,
No.
that's gas. Bro, you've done cucumber Gatorade
No.
and you're telling me no to a cucumber with salt?
You just eat cucumber by itself. Why you need salt in it?
So it tastes good?
No, it tastes good by itself.
It tastes better with salt.
I can't. Another.
Actually, your opinion doesn't matter.
I think
we're
it matters
talking
a lot.
about cucumber Gatorade right now.
Anything you said after that is now invalid.
Ginger salad. I'm debating whether or not it's good at this point. You tell me if
Cucumber
this is good.
Cucumber in salad is the best. Though.
Cucumber and salad's good. That's fine. Not cucumber Gatorade.
Another vegetable that I can't stand, or I just can't stand like the taste is celery. Like
you don't like celery?
I can't. It has such a strong.
That's a hot take for real. I like.
It has
celery.
such a strong.
Celery and salad.
To me, it has by
I
itself.
don't think I've ever had celery and salad.
My grandma does it a lot. I don't like it.
Celery and chicken salad is really good.
Chicken salad. Yeah. What do you mean?
Chicken salad, like egg salad, chicken salad.
Potato
salad. They're all like the same essences kind of.
Gotcha.
We put celery in all of ours, and it always like frightens it up better. Yeah, it's always refreshing. Kind of celery in things. Even eating celery by itself, I like celery. I like celery by itself.
Oh, here we go.
Carrots too.
I always have had celery with sour cream in it. Have you ever had that?
That sounds like a whirlwind of taste buds.
Have you ever had that?
What? Say it again?
Celery with sour cream?
No, I'm not the biggest sour cream
fan.
Dude,
you put sour cream in the celery and put some salt on it and you eat it. Have you ever had celery with peanut butter?
Yes, I have actually.
No, celery and peanut butter is gas.
That's the only way I can eat it.
It's the same thing with sour cream. It's just sour cream is more cold. And of course, it tastes like sour cream. So
I would say celery with peanut butter. That's the only way I can eat celery because even with the strong taste of peanut butter, I can still really taste the celery and ice.
It's just I like it. That stuff's so good. The thing is, what you have to do is make sure to like use a knife on the back of the celery before you like eat it because it has a lot of fiber.
No, we
on
just
the back.
go to Chowtown.
Well, yeah, but you know how you bite it and it like
it's
pulls out.
It's floss for
Well, if you use a knife on the back, it pulls off that really thick fiber.
No, you just eat it like we do with sunflower seeds. You just eat the shell.
Dude,
I'm just playing.
I'm about to say,
my brother's dad does that though. My brothers will put him in.
I can't imagine what he's like on the toilet, man. He's
the same dude that's chugging Mountain Dew.
That's probably why he has hemorrhoids. Now that I think about it,
he's eating the whole sunflower.
It's like people that eat oranges and don't peel it.
Yeah, that is. Wait. Hold on. What?
Like people that eat
oranges. Who eat oranges without peeling it?
I don't know, but I bet there's somebody out there that does.
What are you? You're not a wild animal.
I bet you it's the same people like cucumber Gatorade.
Hey.
It's like a wild guess. Like,
I ain't gonna lie though, because to peel my oranges or tangerines, I always just bite into them to like get in.
Different. That's different.
But that's
they're
like
very like citrusy.
That's like eating a banana without peeling it. Like no.
If my banana has like one small black spot in it, like it gets very mushy, I won't eat it.
Yeah, I'm like
it has to be
no.
hard
Have you ever had
way.
banana bread though?
Nope.
You have to wait till it gets like basically gone.
I'm about to say
You wait till it gets all kind of like what is it called? Bruised. You let it bruise up basically till it turns brown, and it makes the best banana bread.
I don't care what you do to a banana if it's not fresh, I will not touch it.
Yeah, but have you ever had a banana that's not ripe?
No.
It's hard as shit. They're terrible
and very bitter.
Yeah, they're so bitter, which is kind of crazy.
Are you talking about like when they're still green?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had those all the time. I like them.
Yeah.
Bro, you get them. You get the freshest bananas, bro, because you have more time to let them sit.
You know they're actually not real though. Like those bananas. Have you ever seen a real banana?
You know there was like
they're extremely tiny.
Actually, no, I heard that like there was like one banana, and like all bananas have like deprived from this one banana.
I didn't know that. My grandmother's had.
It was like a fake fruit or something
years.
like that. They said it was like a fake fruit, and it just came to be, and like they made it or whatever.
I'm not sure. Like I said, every like my grandmother's had a bunch of banana trees in the past. The horses love the leaves because they're sweet, but we've had banana trees like all my life, and bro, we would just go up and pick one and eat it. But bananas are extremely small, like 5 inches. They're not as big as they are like at the supermarket.
So they got GMOs in them. Same with apples.
The bananas, the organic bananas, they have like organic or regular.
Maybe small.
Yeah, I've never had the organic ones.
I'm not gonna lie though. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say a lot of the fruits that are GMO'd. There's certain ones that taste better.
Apples.
Like honestly, I would say an apple. Like it actually kind of tastes better GMO.
I really don't know the difference because I don't think I've had a lot of organic fruit.
I've had a couple.
Size and like their texture when you bite it. Some apples. Like the big red apples, I don't know their name. I think they're just called red apples.
I would say juicy. They
be soft to the chew, but Honeycrisp, they're those. Oh my god! If I had to rank apples, Honeycrisp are S tier.
Yeah.
What
about a green apple?
Green apple are the best.
With a green apple,
I gotta be in the mood. I won't deny them because I'm an apple guy.
I like sour things.
Yeah, Granny Smith. They're pretty good. They're better when they're cold, in my opinion.
You can put it with some caramel.
Yeah,
I've never had that.
If you put some,
apples
if you put a,
I've never had.
specifically the granny apples.
Honestly, don't.
They taste better with caramel.
It's because that's that bitter than the
I see it,
caramel contrast.
Yep.
I see it, but I never want to try it, to be honest with you.
Why?
I just had
Fuji apples,
cotton candy grapes, I think they were called, or candy grapes. Candy
those
grapes.
Are good.
I just had that for the first time like last weekend.
Those are so good.
I had like 2, but they're very sweet. They're very sweet.
They're sweet.
Like candy sweet.
Have you ever heard of the moon finger grapes?
Never heard. What is that?
Or finger grapes?
No.
They're literally like extremely long grapes.
Extremely long.
Like
yeah, they're called finger grapes.
White green grapes or something like that.
I've never.
They're called moondrop grapes, but they're also known as finger grapes.
Are those like
I've never
are they green or the white grapes that are like really long?
No, they're specifically purple.
Huh.
And they're like extremely long.
I've never even heard or seen of them.
They're actually really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
They look like blueberries.
They're actually really good.
Long blueberries.
It looks like carrots.
They're super sweet.
It looks like the grapes didn't know if they wanted to be red or green. They just kind of got mixed up in it.
They're like,
They're
I'm just going to be in the middle.
Yeah, they were like
I said, they're super sweet.
So they look good.
The cotton candy ones, I don't know how the hell they make them, but they're good. Okay, let me say this. Cotton candy grapes are either really fire or really shit.
Do they have different flavors, or is it only in the red
I've
ones?
seen that.
For grapes?
Yeah, do they have the green ones?
They got like the...
grapes.
Oh, I didn't try the green ones.
They're green, but every time I see them, they always call them like white grapes.
I'm pretty sure the ones that are red have bigger seeds.
Yeah, if you want seedless grapes, go with the white or green grapes.
You're telling me there's seeds in grapes?
Yes, and specifically the purple.
Edible or non-edible?
Non-edible. It depends. Some of them have small seeds, like the green ones. They have small seeds you can eat, but there's certain red ones that have large seeds.
I don't know about that. I've always just had seedless grapes.
There's some that are red that don't.
Yeah, I mean, some they say seedless, but sometimes I'll catch like a seed in one or two in them. I'm like, okay, it's not too bad. I mean,
kumquat are good, but they have huge seeds in them.
I never have had one before, but his grandfather has a tree and he brought it into work one day, and they're actually pretty good.
And they were fresh off the tree, like we didn't put them in the fridge or anything, but like they're good.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
We got a mango tree in our backyard, and first of all, you gotta get like a ladder to get them because the real good ones grow all at the top.
That's all fruit trees, I'm pretty sure.
Like, I mean, that tree is tall.
Yeah.
Now, what we had. Sorry if you had a longer story.
Oh, nah.
You're good.
I was going to say they were all the way at the top.
Yeah. No, we had oranges and lemons. My grandmother had them planted in the back. Well, they crossbred trees. Being dead serious, trees? Like the root systems came together and it basically created another tree. So it made a lemon orange tree. So all the lemons and oranges on both trees, even though it was an orange tree and a lemon tree, they both taste like shit because it's extremely sour. So it's like an orange that's extremely sour. So it tastes like dog shit.
Bro, we got oranges, man.
We used to throw them at people because they tasted so bad. So I was like, I'll just throw them.
You know, I thought grapefruit. I thought grapefruit were like expired fruit when I first tried it.
Yeah,
because I was like, I seen these. I thought they were huge oranges, and then we got grapefruit, and I was like, what is this? It looks bad, but we tried it, and it was so sour, and I thought it was just horrible.
Huh? You said grapefruit?
Yeah.
Grapefruit, I think it depends. Like, there's like whenever I was younger,
somebody told me you just had to put sugar on it.
I'm thinking of the wrong one. You're thinking about
grapefruit.
No, you're right. Sorry, I got mixed up. Pomegranate is the one I get mixed up with.
I don't think I've ever had pomegranate. Really, pomegranate is dark, right?
No, it's a light, but it's got super tiny like little like sets in them.
Huh. Yeah, grapefruit, they told me you have to put like sugar on it and eat it.
Grapefruit with sugar, fire. Or salt. I've heard salt.
Yeah, salt.
I don't like salt. I like sugar.
The thing is, I've had like, so when we used to eat fruit just off trees, not like get them out of stores or anything when I was younger, you could just do it. That was the best because we had like these little tangerines that were so sour that were just so good. And then we had the grapefruit. And then probably the most underrated fruit was star fruit.
Yeah,
star fruit is so good. Have you ever had star fruit?
No.
Star fruit is so good. And I've only ever had them off trees because I've never experienced them in store. Yeah. I've never seen them in a store.
Nah, a goated fruit out of all the other fruits has to be watermelon.
You know, watermelon is such like a an iffy thing. It's either good or bad.
Watermelon always hits.
Watermelon.
Actually, I think you're right. There is good watermelon, bad watermelon.
Yeah,
but
because you have to. If you
when
wait
the watermelon
too long,
is gas,
yeah,
like when it actually is at the perfect set, like oh my god.
When you let it sit,
it
like not even sit. When you like, it's just certain times that it's just not good. But also, when you get fresh watermelon, it's so good.
Also, it has to be cold.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a warm watermelon?
It's horrible.
It's so bad.
It is so bad.
I honestly like pineapple. Pineapple's probably my favorite fruit.
Pineapple's good, but you got to eat it in moderation because if you don't,
your tongue.
Yeah. Pineapple. I'd say pineapple and watermelon and star fruit.
What the only thing that I don't like about pineapple specifically is how it has that husk of where you cut it.
Oh yeah.
So like you have to eat it in a certain direction.
Oh really?
And then there's some of them that is like extremely hard. Yeah.
I've heard of a watermelon and mustard. Have you heard about that? There was like a huge thing where like people were putting mustard with watermelon.
Wow.
No, I have not.
Wow. I thought I'd seen it all, but
I heard a lot of people. I've never tried it, but I heard like a lot of people tried it, and it was like people liked it. They were saying, and I think it was cucumber with sugar tastes like watermelon. They were saying, if I'm not mistaken,
with sugar.
Yeah, people were saying it tastes like watermelon or something like that.
What I think about the dragon fruit? I've had it a couple times, and
I've never had. It looks like something you shouldn't eat, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it looks very exotic.
Kiwi also looks very exotic.
I wasn't a fan of kiwi until I tried it because it's like the hair.
It looks weird.
The hair's throwing me off.
Kiwi's actually
the
pretty
fuzz.
good.
It's just always very like mushy.
Yeah.
So you gotta have it's a weird texture,
it.
But it's good.
I've never peeled it, but I've had it in like platters. And
yeah,
it's actually pretty good.
Kiwi is like one of the fruits you have to eat fresh because if you let it sit for a second, it just gets real like mushy.
Yeah,
that oxidation would be kicking.
Yeah,
in.
It would be really nasty. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's what is it? Cantaloupe and
honeydew.
I don't know.
Have you ever had? It's like a green.
It's a
cantaloupe.
green version of a cantaloupe.
Oh, that okay. I never knew that.
Honeydew is really
we always
good
just call it green cantaloupe
or extremely bad.
Yeah,
but I have had so many more extremely bad honeydew than I've had good.
Really?
I've had some that are like, oh my god, like it's my best fruit, and then I'll get another like batch, and it's the worst thing I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's usually like the fruit that I'll kind of avoid. Usually, I always get like a fruit cut from like Publix. They got like a
that's
variety.
Yeah,
that is the worst. I think. Sorry, I think when you get platters, like you get the fruit platters, if it has honeydew in it and it has like other fruits, the other fruits like contaminate the honeydew and make it taste like shit.
Yeah,
because
that's what
if you get it separate, it's usually not that bad.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some, of course, you get sometimes with just bad batch.
Yeah,
but like no, there's sometimes where it's just every time you get it in a platter, it's terrible. But honeydew is pretty fire.
Sometimes strawberries is like an iffy one.
Yeah, it's like a hit or miss.
Yeah,
sometimes you get.
You
also
have to be in the mood.
Yeah.
Is it me or does like strawberries like red outline kind of like fall off sometimes? Like it's like weird. It's like it's almost like it's dyed.
Yeah.
Like, and it'll just like if it's with other fruit, it'll start like slowly dying off. Like,
yeah.
It's weird because it's like it loses its color. I'm like, is this like something painted it on?
If it's with pineapple.
Yeah,
pineapple.
Pineapple does do. Pineapple. I hate how like you'll get a fruit bowl with like pineapple and they always put like 1 or 2 pieces of pineapple in it.
How do you feel about strawberries and chocolate? Like
never
chocolate covered strawberries.
I've never had. This is not something that looks like I like.
That's another dynamic duo right there.
That's pretty good.
I don't like things really on my fruit.
It's so good though.
No,
think about it.
Though.
Sweet and sweet. Come on.
Yeah, but I've never really liked fruit on things. So like strawberry is a huge one. Yeah,
it's a big madness.
Yeah, strawberry was a huge one. Like so, like I hate strawberries on things, but I'll eat strawberries by itself, like no problem. But I just hate strawberries on things.
You ever had freeze dried strawberries?
No.
It's just as good, bro. It's like puffed.
What about
strawberry shortcake?
Strawberry cheesecake, but I love just them separated, like not together.
Not with the jam on.
Yeah. I just love regular cheesecake and I love strawberries. I'm not gonna put them together.
You wouldn't put like a cheesecake with like a strawberry what do you call it? Parfait or something?
Nope.
I've had it with some strawberry currant.
So was it like a huge currant or a small currant?
Oh, a massive currant.
Oh yeah, it's just like a huge wave of strawberry.
Yeah, that's the same thing as like jam. Strawberry jam be gas.
No.
Prefer grape jam or strawberry?
Strawberry.
No,
grape. My bad. Grape. Grape jam.
Grape. But have y'all ever had apple butter?
Apple butter. I don't think I have. I've
never had.
I've had. What's the one they serve at?
What about Goober Gobbler or whatever? That's the one that has the peanut and the we were broke, man. We had the peanut butter and jelly in the same jar because we couldn't buy both of them.
Or couldn't get the Jif.
Yeah, we couldn't get the Jif. The Jiffy.
Dude, my favorite jam, like actually, I really enjoy like a raspberry jam. Like that,
Yeah.
I'd put that on my toast. But if you go to, if you go to Cracker Barrel and you get the biscuits, bro, you can't go wrong with blackberry jam.
Blackberry jam.
Blackberry jam is
I tried
so
it.
good on biscuits.
I think it was just that one that I had. It just tasted really bitter.
Maybe. I love blackberry jam on biscuits.
I don't like jam at all, really.
Okay.
Unless I'm making PB&J's.
Calm down, cucumber.
All right.
I'm just
Goober.
Hey, y'all slapping, but if you seen it in the fridge, you know damn well you getting some.
Everything in there was great.
I mean, you ain't got no choice.
Yeah, you know that was the best. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro was eating Nutella because they couldn't afford PB&J.
I feel like, well, if you could afford Nutella, you could afford PB&J. Nutella was more
Nutella,
expensive.
you got that bread.
Yeah, Nutella was expensive
I
stuff.
never had Nutella.
We never had a Nutella.
I never really liked it.
We had in football, and when I was playing football on like Thursdays, it would be like an easy day of walkthrough before game day, and our team mom would make like PB&Js, and she would make half PB&J, half Nutella and J or whatever. Yeah, so that was like the first and only time I've ever had Nutella.
I can't say I've had Nutella and jelly before.
Yeah, I've heard Nutella and fruit is good.
Yeah, it's like another chocolate dip in.
I don't like Nutella. I think
I've had it like
pretty
2
bad.
times, and it was okay.
Ah.
I was like, I don't know if I'm. My buddy though, he had like, do you have any like weird, strange like food addictions, like things that like just people think would be disgusting, but you like them?
I thought said something crazy.
Let's see if I had to go with one. Honestly, I used to be like the biggest like sour head. That's not the
Warhead.
Like Warhead, like not the chewy ones, like the hard ones.
Oh yeah.
What is
The
that?
toxic.
Warhead
It was
Fiend.
toxic,
Yes.
right? I think they were like toxic something, or they were to be
Toxic
like
waste.
Toxic waste.
Toxic
There you go.
waste.
Yeah.
I love them things.
Yeah.
But like most people like, you do? It tastes weird. I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's sour.
They're just really sour.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Think about this. When you make your cereal, are you a milk first or cereal first?
Cereal first, bro.
Milk first.
That's crazy.
I'm just playing.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
I was about to say, bro. What
This guy likes cucumber Gatorade and pours his milk
There's
first.
no
Lines
way.
up.
I only said that because there's no way that anybody does milk before
There is
cereal.
people
Right?
that do that.
That is like
It ain't me.
I'm about to say,
the math-
first time it's
the
not
math.
you.
The math doesn't math right because
Like,
like
You
yeah.
can't. You,
You
have
can't
to
put-
make the right
Yeah.
ratio. It
You- 'cause
depends
you're
on how
gauging.
much you put in.
Yeah. Because so I'm okay. Here's another big question: are you a crunchy cereal eater, or do you let your cereal get soggy and eat it like it?
It depends.
Nah, crunchy.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on.
crunchy.
I'm
There's
about to
no.
say.
There's no
The thing
soggy.
is,
You
I will
don't-
still eat it when it's soggy.
I won't. I throw that shit away. So I eat my cereal really fast because I don't let it get.
Yeah, I was about to say, what about Fruity
I'm
Pebbles?
about to say that you
Fruity
have.
Pebbles, it literally
It's not
gets
good.
soggy immediately.
It's designed to like that. That's where all the
That's why.
flavor.
That's why I don't
kicks
eat
in.
Fruity Pebbles because it's a nasty cereal.
I have
Cocoa
3
Pebbles.
boxes of Fruity Pebbles in my cabinet right
That
now.
explains a lot.
Bro, that's my go.
That's like if you want to drink your cereal with your milk. If you don't want to chew, you just like down the whole bowl.
There was some fire cereals. Now thinking back,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch was the
you
best
know what
cereal.
one that was fire, but now it tastes like crap? Captain Crunch.
yes.
I loved Captain Crunch.
Captain
Now it
Crunch.
tastes
Which one was
so
the Cap-
bad?
What?
The-
It sounds
the-
familiar.
the
It's
pirate.
the little yellow
pirate.
squares with the.
Oh,
the
no,
little,
we never
like,
ate
mixed
that.
colors.
That was disgusting.
It was too good for it.
Too good. No, it
He
was
wasn't
too.
able to afford that.
We had like the best ones are Cinnamon Toast Crunch
Cinnamon
and
Toast
Frosted
Crunch
Flakes. Those are the
was
only ones. I'm a really big Reese's guy, so we tried the
Oh,
Puffs, but
yeah.
the Puffs never hit.
Nah,
The Puffs
Fruit
were,
Loops were the ultimate puff.
yeah, but
Don't yeah me. They're good, bro.
yeah, the cookie one.
Is
The
it
cookie.
me? Is it me or just like cereal nowadays doesn't taste the same like it used to?
It never does.
That's why you stay with the same good old
Lucky
fashioned.
Charm. Lucky Charm was
Lucky
the
Charms.
shit.
That's the marshmallow
Oh,
one, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Worst cereal I've ever seen in my life.
What?
I hate.
Seen.
I
You
hate.
mean had
Seen, thought about. I hate marshmallows. Marshmallows is disgusting.
Apple Jacks is a hot take.
That is horrible too.
The Apple Jack can be good.
Apple
Yeah.
Jacks. Hear me out. Apple Jacks can be good.
It
My
can be.
one con is the little red stuff that they put on there.
Yeah, what
I
the hell
always-
is
I
that
always-
shit?
Like 7 times out of 10 end up like choking on. It. I'm like,
And it's always the red piece that comes shooting out his mouth.
I'm like, geez, the cereal would be much better if it wasn't such
Yeah,
a
that's
choking
true.
hazard.
It's facts.
I just
Yeah, Honey Nut Cheerios, like we were talking earlier.
The honey kind of makes up for the Cheerio part
That's
of
what I'm saying.
it. It's just like it's not a good cereal.
Yeah, Bossy
I'm
by
thinking some
itself.
odd ones out there.
I say if you don't,
What about Lucky Charms all marshmallows?
That is the
I've
worst.
never had it,
That would
but I
probably be the
saw that
worst
they
cereal
came out
ever.
with
you gotta catch them because sometimes at Publix they'll do like a one time thing where they only have the marshmallows in them, and I always miss it. Despite how many times I used to
That
always
sounds
be there.
disgusting, though. To be honest, all marshmallows, that would be the worst like breakfast.
I mean, it's not.
like,
Like,
It's not good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, like
I know-
that's
I
give
know
you
it's
like
not good.
diabetes before you got to lunch.
Yeah, like I said when we were talking earlier, Honey Smacks was it for me too. It was like,
Honey Smacks.
yeah, what did
Give
you
'em
say
a
was
smack
your
and a
top
smack
ones?
you back.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch and
It's
Frosted
like
Flakes.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it was like
Honey.
more, honey, and they were called Honey Smack. It was like great value.
Hmm.
It was like we got them at Dollar General. And
Yeah.
you could get them in the bags that were like 5 pounds of cereal. You know,
Yeah,
literally, I had to get like a cup to scoop out the cereal
Yeah,
from the
right.
bag.
yeah. The Rice Krispies was okay. They were just only good with sugar. You had to add sugar to it to compensate for
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
right.
Adding
Cheerios too.
sugar to your
Cheerios,
cereal.
yeah, Cheerios. You had to add sugar, or you weren't eating Cheerios.
Yeah, it
because it
was
was more
bland.
sugar than carrot. Yeah, because they were like it was like whole grain without them saying it was whole grain kind of thing, or like the square ones that were like pillows, but they had like the frost over the top of them.
Those were really
Those
good.
were disgusting. Those were disgusting.
set you up.
This guy really set me up for failure. You know what those are? They're like it was like wheat thing, like wheat things, but like they had the white like sugar coating on top.
we had like
Kellogg's mix them.
we had like Wick, so we always got those for like free or whatever, and they were
Frosted,
disgusting.
There's something frosted.
Frosted mini wheats.
Yeah, that's it. Frosted mini.
Yeah.
Wheats.
But y'all remember when they made the chocolate ones?
No, those were good too.
Why do they stop making those?
See, they're good.
Both y'all like these nasty behind cereals.
They're
What?
good, bro.
Bro, man, school cereal. That was.
We used to get those because nobody else wanted them. That's probably why we had. I kid you not, we had so many bags of them because nobody else wanted them.
Yeah. Nah, that's like the Raisin Bran cereal. You got to be like 50,000 years old to
Yeah,
eat that
yeah.
shit.
The Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran.
Actually,
If we ran out of Frosted Flakes and we had no other cereal, because the
just
Raisin
pick out
Bran,
the
yeah,
raisins.
you pick out the raisin. It was really close to Frosted Flakes, so you'd pick the raisins out because raisins were disgusting. Who eats
I'm
raisins?
not gonna lie to you,
And we
yeah.
would just eat it like that.
Listen, the only thing that I will agree that was good with raisins is the cookies. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people, no, not Raisin Bran cookies, but like raisin cookies,
oatmeal
cookies. Yeah,
I said the oatmeal.
they
Cookies.
usually have raisins in them, and I'm not gonna lie, people sleep on them, but I
Oatmeal
love
cookies are
oatmeal
fire.
cookies.
I think I hated raisins ever since schools would hand out the little boxes of raisins.
Yeah, those were always
Yeah.
shit.
Always
Shit.
So I
they
never-
always mush together.
Oh yeah, it's all in the bottom, condensed.
They
and
always gave it
is
to you when you had a
terrible.
horrible lunch too, so you had to like try to eat them, but they were just so disgusting that you couldn't.
Yeah,
It was just disgusting.
yeah. Anything that came from the school, you just will never ever like.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. They kind of trained you to already
Dude,
dislike it.
I was talking to him about the bagged juice.
Disgusting.
He said,
I remember that.
Disgusting.
I remember
Disgusting.
He's
that.
already talking bad about it.
The only one that would almost had a shot was the blue one. The blue one almost had a shot one time.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
They had a blue one, yeah.
I only remember the apple juice and the orange
Apple juice in a bag is crazy.
Yeah,
good,
apple
bro.
juice and orange juice in a bag is like the dumbest idea because it has to be cold. It has to be cold for it to be good. So they would
That was
just
the
Yeah,
best
no
part.
crap.
It was
It was
always
in the
cold.
chill.
Yeah, it was in the chill, but it was never good.
Oh,
It was
that's
never
fine.
good.
Nah, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy is kids used to just like bite the little corner and hold it in their mouth while they were walking around like it was a pouch
Yes,
to go.
that is how
Like
you
it was
get
like a
used
pouch to
it.
go kind of thing, and I was like, that was disgusting.
No, that was
Nah, you
good.
crazy.
I felt like people were flexing the wrong things. It was like, why are you drinking apple juice while
It's
you're walking to
called-
class?
The
It's drinking
other
from
one?
the fountain of youth.
Facts.
The only thing that made you worse from drinking apple juice or orange juice was if you drank the white milk. That was probably the only thing that made you
Yeah,
worse.
I'm not gonna lie. If you
Yeah.
drink white milk, you're a psychopath.
Yeah, if you drank the white milk, you were definitely going through it.
Bro, I had to force myself to drink that stuff. Ever since I saw them, like how they always be like somewhat semi-frozen or hell full on frozen.
Yeah, bro. There was sometimes where we get milk and
Yeah,
it was literally like
yeah.
frozen.
Yeah, it, had like it was
solid.
like a little slushy. You shake it up,
Ugh.
and you shake it up, and you have like a little slushy. Those are actually the
Nah,
best.
okay, when they were like that, but when they're rock
Oh yeah, when the whole
solid,
thing is solid, they were like frosting the things.
that was crazy.
He told me like strawberry. Strawberry was horrible.
Nah, I mean, it wasn't terrible. Okay,
I'll take
of course,
the strawberry
it's the
milk
second
over
best. Yeah,
the regular milk.
First best.
nah.
And-
Okay, so he's saying he would pick strawberry first. It's always chocolate first.
Literally in elementary to middle school, we had strawberry, chocolate, and white, right? and I would always go for strawberry. In high school, they started discontinuing strawberry, and it was only chocolate and white, and then every once in a while you get strawberry. So, like, yeah, I kind of got used to chocolate in high school, but man, if I had strawberry more, I would have definitely chose strawberry more.
Nah, chocolate was the move. That's the same thing. I think one of the best things that I will ever remember out of school lunch or like school breakfast was the bear cookies.
Yeah.
I know you were on those.
Ooh,
there
man.
were chocolate bear cookies.
Snack me them things, bro.
We had like these
4 or 5.
we had
Basically
PB&J
like a big
graham
granola
crackers.
bear. Yeah, you've told me about that.
Yeah, we
That
had the
makes
PB&J
no
graham
sense.
crackers. They were like 2 long graham crackers with PB&J, and if you got them while they were frozen, almost like they were still really cold, it was probably one of the best breakfast sandwich, like breakfast meals you could eat.
This guy also liked, or what are they called? What are the PB&J sandwich? Uncrustables. Frozen. He likes them frozen.
The way that you made that face tells me you've never had them frozen.
I got some select few words for you. You are a menace to society. Frozen?
Not frozen solid. So when you go to go to where do you go shopping?
Publix.
So Publix, yeah, because you work there. Do they sell Uncrustables?
Yeah, they keep
have
it in the freezer.
They keep it in the freezer, right? I want you to go buy an Uncrustable box, and as soon as you buy it, open it and eat one, and just tell me how you. I'm telling you, this will change your life forever.
It will. I ain't gonna have no teeth.
It's not. It's okay. It's
the
not.
Peanut
the whole
butter
thing
is rock solid.
No,
and the jelly
the peanut butter is always a very thin coat, and the jelly's never frozen. So when you crack
freeze.
it just cracks. It's almost like, and then the
it's disgusting.
The breading is still very soft. So the only thing that's really kind of hard is a thin coat of PB butter, and it'll change your life forever.
PB butter.
PB butter.
I let it thaw out, man.
No,
Dude.
don't let thaw. Try it just one time.
That is also a bad thing. Have you ever let a PB&J thaw out in the fridge?
Oh yeah, and the bread starts to get
It's
jelly.
so
Yeah.
hard. The bread is literally like rock solid too. I thought that was a better decision because I was like, oh, maybe it'll thaw out slower. And then I tried to eat it, and the bread is like
Yeah.
It
terrible.
starts sweating.
Within like the first like 3 days, you always have like like it looks like somebody. No, like after like 3 days of you buying it and putting it in the fridge,
I
like 2 or
thought you
3
were leaving it out for 3
No.
days.
In the fridge, it looks like somebody's like beating it because the jelly's starting to like the bread changes color. Yeah, the bread starts to change color.
My sandwich bleeding.
It's almost like bananas. I'm like real iffy if I'll eat it or not, but like if it's the only thing, I'll probably eat it, and I'll just eat around the chill part and just throw it away.
That's crazy.
When you were a kid, anytime your parents made like a PB&J or something or a sandwich, did you eat the crust or no?
So they didn't really make it. We always had to make our own sandwiches, but like it was always you eat crust. You never got it was.
We don't waste food in my house.
We didn't. You live with as many people as I live with. You don't waste food.
I ate the crust.
Like literally, what do you call the first and last piece of
Boy
the bread?
got his shit cut off. I can already tell.
Yeah, he did get his bread. His mom was like crust off.
I never did then. Now I do, but it was like I just couldn't do it. I tried.
Did you get it toasted too?
No.
You get your bread toasted?
Toasted PB&J sounds crazy.
Toasted bread.
Yeah, but
like
who's that PB&J's?
I know. I'm talking like a legitimate PB&J, like toasted bread, then put the PB&J on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's good.
No. No,
I say yes.
I never had it. My brothers were like addicted to like butter bread though. Like they were just and they were like
butter
kids.
on bread,
I'm pretty sure they probably got like diabetes just from eating enough butter.
They cholesterol through the roof.
Yeah, it is for sure. I'm pretty sure, but they stopped doing it like after like a couple years ago, maybe a year or two ago.
A couple years ago, 20 years of it. Nah, it's fine.
I think it's a bit too late to turn back.
But man, they were just like, what do you want to eat right now? Butter bread. What do you want to eat right now? Butter bread. They're like one would get it toasted, one wouldn't get it toasted. Can you imagine eating non-toasted bread with butter? Dude, it doesn't.
What is wrong with you?
The butter does not melt.
It doesn't.
So you're just eating. You're eating a chunk of butter on top of bread.
You can't even spread that.
I mean, I would say it's crazy, but coming from you and your cucumber,
coming from him, anything he said has not surprised me.
You fold bread and you're eating a bread sandwich.
Nah,
if you're really hungry,
that is crazy. Especially not toasted. Bread not toasted with butter is absolutely that's diabolical. That boy's gonna make the world burn.
Honestly, he probably will, knowing him now.
Please avoid a person like that. They have no regard for anyone else but themselves.
Bro, he is an evil little crapper.
It was a fiend.
Yeah. And I was like, bro, I could never. I was like, bro, you gotta stop eating all this butter bread. But no, yeah, Uncrustables, man. You gotta eat them. Frozen right out of the freezer.
I don't know that. I feel like that's gonna take some getting used to.
Like, do you eat chocolate candy?
Yeah.
Have you ever like put it in the fridge
Yeah.
or in the freezer and like let it get cold?
Mm-hmm. That way it doesn't like melt immediately when I put it in my hand.
Reese's, bro. Reese's frozen.
Put
gas.
Reese's in the freezer. Grass.
Grass. It's gas.
It's grassy, gassy,
Man, this thing is so grass, bro.
But you got to be careful what you put because you can't put like Kit Kats in the freezer. Don't do it because they're wafers inside of it. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, about to say.
And then,
even like a hard chocolate, like Reese's, because the peanut butter doesn't really freeze very well.
Like Milky Ways got to be a little iffy with. I would not like let them freeze.
Caramel.
Yeah. Don't let it freeze. But like a Twix too. Twix is a little iffy. You can put it in the fridge. You can put
Butterfingers.
I really fell out with Crunch. I used to like it when I was a kid. I don't really like it now. I don't know why. I just really don't like it now. But yeah, like things like that. Like I think Reese's though, because it's all like soft. You just got to put it in the freezer and try it. It's really good.
Certain things I feel like can go in there.
Whatchamacallit bar. But
my mom loves whatchamacallit.
My mom does too for some weird reason.
I know, it's really weird.
She was like, "Hey, can you go to the store and give me a whatchamacallit?" And I was,
what the hell is that?
Well, because we always be like, "Hey," you like as those kids would be like, whatchamacallit or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like thinking she's joking with me. I'm like, "Hey, can you give me a whatchamacallit?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get you the whatchamacallit." She's like, "Okay." Literally did not know there's a bar called whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
And then there's another bar called something like that too. Not whatchamacallit, but it's like I can't even think of it.
Whatchamacallit.
Yeah, it's like a funny name also.
Payday.
Yeah.
Payday?
Worse.
I'm not gonna lie. Payday.
Payday is like the second worst.
I like Payday.
It's like the second worst candy.
It might break your teeth, but I like Payday.
Payday?
Bruh.
Frozen. What? Payday. My grandmother used to freeze Paydays.
That's a brick.
Dude, it's peanuts and hard caramel. And I'd be over here like just gnawing on the side of this thing.
Your grandma too strong, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Payday's like the second worst. What's the coconut one?
Oh, Almond Joy?
Almond Joy is the worst by far.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, those are pretty bad.
Pretty disgusting candies.
I always get it every now and then. I'm like, every time I get it, I'm like, come on, it can't be that bad.
You always retry it, but it's just always bad.
The worst part is because like on Halloween, they're always the last candy. So you're like, I want candy, like, but do I want this candy?
Or you get the popcorn ball.
Who
the fuck made a popcorn ball?
I don't see that much more actually. That used to be a lot more popular when I was younger.
No one wants it.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a toothbrush.
Sugar babies.
Sugar daddies.
Sugar. Yeah. Those are.
Okay.
They're not.
Them things are
the best.
disgusting.
Dots
were fire.
Dots
from Halloween.
Dots reminded me of like Mike's before they were like Mike's.
Like Mike's.
Yeah, Dots. Mike. Or Ike and Mike.
Mike and
Ike and Ike.
Ike and Mike.
What?
I was over here yapping.
Is this a Mandela effect right now going on?
They're actually Ike Mikes.
I'm just playing, but yeah, no, like they kind of remind me of Mike and Ike's.
Really?
Don't they kind of? Yeah.
No.
Because they're like the
they
red.
They have a hard outside. They're pretty much gummy.
Yeah, and they get stuck on my teeth.
I was gonna say one of the candies that the rendition of the candy is better than the normal one. I'd say is Sour Patch Kids, because Sour Patch Kids are good, but the watermelon Sour Patch Kids that they came out with after are better than Sour Patch Kids in my opinion. But then it's the same thing. You eat too many of them, your mouth starts to hurt.
That's the thing is I like the sour Skittles, but you eat too much of them and your mouth starts to hurt.
My buddy bought 5 pounds of the watermelon Sour Patch.
Yeah,
Jason.
Oh wow!
And we were eating it in class, and bro, literally, he was like, "I wonder how many I could eat." And his tongue was rubbed raw.
Yeah, the top of your mouth. It usually happens at the top of your mouth a lot too.
That's citric acid.
That's citric acid.
Citric acid.
I'm not gonna lie though, it is gas. But yeah, no, it was so bad.
Oh yeah, them Airheads.
Yeah, for my birthday, one of our buddies gave me a suitcase full of 500 Airheads.
Airheads, wow. I like Airheads. Airheads are pretty slept on. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's because I haven't had them. Like I like used to have them quite a bit when I was younger, and then I stopped having them for a long time, and then having them again, it just hits different.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Mentos.
Me too.
Not the like mint one, like the flavored one, the fruit.
Are they actually Mentos like a candy though? I always thought they were like a gum.
No,
they're like a chewable mint.
It's kind of like the difference between like a mint and then like a cough drop.
What's the one chocolate that's like comes in like a wrapper, like a black wrapper and then a gold wrapper, and then comes in like a nice case and they're fancy chocolate and has like a ball. Ghirardelli? No, I don't think that's the name.
Oh, it's like golden wrapped.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking.
It has like a crunchy. It's like a hard, crunchy ball.
I literally have some in the fridge. Well, not anymore, but I used to.
It's like I know what you're talking about. The golden wrap one that you see at the
those are
they have a crunchy outside, but when you bite in, it's kind of hollow.
Yeah, but they have like a cream in it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I like them and I don't like them at the same time. There's like something weird about it, but I like them.
They're interesting.
I can't think of the
research is coming through. Hold on.
What's the name? Why is your phone
it looks like it's like 3D
We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Let's see, what is it?
Apple products.
Let's see. Federal.
Ferrero
I feel like there's a different name for it that I know.
Ferrero Rocher. Either way, they're fire.
Yeah, they're good. But like sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't.
It depends. Yeah.
I'll just get some.
If you ask, whenever you tell somebody to, they say they're the rich people chocolate.
What are the ones that are in the circle that are circles with the wrapper and it's like milk on the inside? Lindell
or Lindor or something.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, really? Lindor or something like that. But yeah, those are fine. The white ones specifically.
I've never heard of those.
I like the Ghirardelli peppermint bark when they have it.
Peppermint bark is gas. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's like peanut brittle. About that, you ever heard of peanut brittle?
Shout out to Amscott because Tootsie Rolls, man.
Did you hear the story about that?
Nah.
That they used to like for World War II, they used to drop them in crates.
Oh yeah.
What's Tootsie Roll?
Was that mean? Were you there when I heard that story?
Probably.
Who told you that?
I don't remember. Either way, that's
I feel like we were at work and
somebody
said that.
You know why they were my favorite? Because we used to go to Family Fun Center and like any leftover tickets that you have, because like you can only get so much stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd have like 50 leftover tickets that I couldn't spend on other stuff, and I'm like, I don't want any more of this. Those Tootsie Rolls were $1 or one ticket a piece. Bah, I used to load up 50 freaking Tootsie Rolls into a bag.
No, we just went to Amscott so my mom could get handfuls. And my mom would always be like, yeah, I got like 5 kids in the car, so like, can I get some Tootsie Rolls? I'd be like, damn, 5 kids. And grab like,
sorry.
It's funny because they had the basket right next to the thing, and they would just dump it into the thing and just push it all through like the little underglass window, and she would just take them all. And then because we would go in with her, grab them, and then we'd go out, and she would stay in there for the rest of the time. Yeah.
What about saltwater taffy?
Sounds disgusting.
Sounds
nah.
What about the other taffy, like the banana taffy?
Like regular taffies?
Yeah, banana taffy is my favorite.
I wish they didn't
strawberry,
like
banana,
taffy.
and stuff. Laffy taffy.
Yeah, I wish they didn't stick to your teeth as much, but I don't mind them.
I like the banana one when you can peel it.
Yeah,
like when you try and open the package and that shit gets stuck.
Especially when it's hot.
That's when it's bad.
Good luck.
You have to put it in the fridge.
Yeah, I don't mind them. I think they're pretty good. The banana is pretty interesting, but I don't think it's bad.
One.
Banana, strawberry.
What about nerds?
I like nerds.
Nerds be fire.
But
nerd clusters, they really upped it.
I haven't had the nerd clusters yet, but the nerds itself are pretty good.
Let's see, nerds. That's especially when I used to go to like Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid a lot, and like that was like one of their candy options. Nerds in a little box. Nerds, Airheads, and Tootsie Rolls. That for like the little low points, like 25. 30
Oh yeah,
the super tiny ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I always liked it because there was like little boxes, so you can get a little bit, put them in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about Pop Rocks. I've had Pop Rocks like twice. I never.
Pop Rocks are such a like.
I felt like they were more of a toy than candy. To be honest,
it was also big in the 90s. I think.
Was it that old? Coke. I felt like it would have been cool early 2000s.
I mean, it might be, but it was just.
Oh, Fun Dip. Yeah, Fun Dip was pretty good.
Especially when school, that Valentine's roll around.
It did always come.
Did you ever just eat the chalk though?
Yeah,
that shit was ass.
Yeah,
like if you did not eat it with the dip, the chalk is so disgusting.
It's like
it's just chalk.
It is, yeah. It always did come out. Now that I think about it, like always on Valentine's Day, everybody would pass them out
to you from me.
Those in SpongeBob SquarePants gummies. The
Krabby Patties.
Bro, those hit every time, bro.
I don't know how they make those. But bro, every time it's a hit.
Yeah, those are so good. Now that I see, I haven't had them, but now that I've seen like platters, some will have like tacos. There's like a taco one and a pizza one, and all types of different ones. They have like small platters of them now. So it's like you never like I haven't tried them, but my brothers, my brothers,
platters of different gummy foods.
Yeah, and
like a pizza.
Yeah,
I've seen the gummy pizzas.
Yeah, the pizzas. Yeah. I've never had them, but I hear they're pretty good.
Yeah. Have you? All right. This is a long this is a shot back. I remember whenever my mom used to come back from like trips and stuff, she used to give me like candy or things like that when she was out. Dude, I'm trying to remember what it's called, but it's basically a big sheet of paper, and there was like little dots on it. You know what I'm talking about? Different colors, like blue, yellow, red.
No.
And it was literally like a big sheet of paper, and it was like these little dots on it. I don't know what they're called. They were the weirdest things ever, and they also tasted really weird.
They're edible?
Yeah, it was like little dots.
They're edible? Sounds like glassware.
All right, either way, if y'all don't know that one, in the comments, let us know if you know what that is, because, you know, the OG. But either way,
let's go.
You know one that's even crazier?
Is that kind of like what you're talking about? There's like, I see these guys, they like hand make the candy where they like, it's like hot and they keep like swirling it around and it gets hard after a while.
I know what you're talking about, not that.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought it might have been.
But the other one is the cola with the wax. You know what I'm talking about? Around Christmas, you always got them. It's like the
little
wax
soda bottle?
Yeah, it was wax cola.
Yeah,
but then you bite the top off, and then you would drink the juice.
Yeah.
The battery acid.
Yeah.
That shit was always like battery acid.
There was like these little soda cans that had like little pellets on the inside.
I know about that.
And you open up the can and you put it in and it like sizzles in your mouth. Yeah, there's root beer, Sprite.
Yep.
There's a bunch of different flavors and it would like sizzle in your mouth. It was like little tablets that would sizzle.
Kind of like Pop Rocks, but not as like not as rough.
Yeah, but we would go through them things like freaking.
But yeah, I remember those were some fire days.
Yeah, those were good. I'm not gonna lie, but I thought
candy cigarettes. I'm not gonna lie, I like the taste of them.
Candy cigarettes. That's probably why people got addicted.
Is that not like Smarties or is it like
Smarties? We used to smoke the heck out of Smarties.
Everybody used to smoke Smarties. Dumbest shit you could ever do, bro.
Everybody thought they were cool when they did that.
It also didn't. You could never get it to puff.
Nope.
Also, people would be retarded and snort Smarties.
Yeah, I don't know about snort.
Like,
I don't think I've ever seen
like coughing and stuff.
Snort straight sugar.
They'd be really sugar high.
Does.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I'm so high right now. Like, buddy, you just snorted Smarties. Buddy.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere in life.
No, his journey got cut short.
He probably likes cucumber Gatorade.
You're still hating, but it is one of the very underrated Gatorade.
We're gonna put a vote down below. Who likes cucumber Gatorade?
Let's put it in a poll.
And you go and let us know.
Everybody.
All right. Research your vote doesn't count.
Yeah. Researcher over here is voting that we have Gatorade and that cucumber's good. Yeah, no.
I gave that thing 3 tries, and each time I couldn't get it past the third.
I'm not even gonna lie, 3 tries are crazy. I gave that shit 1 try and decided it was not worth my time.
So the people that drink like Dr. Pepper vanilla and stuff like that.
Bro, Dr. Pepper vanilla is goated. I've heard here recently that there's Dr. Pepper coconut. I've never tried it, but I've heard it's the best. I've heard it's the best Dr. Pepper there is.
I wouldn't doubt it. They got anything coconut or pina colada.
Yeah,
pina colada is good. Crazy. That's probably the only coconut thing I really like. And like the Body Armor coconut waters aren't too bad. I'm not gonna lie, but like coconut is disgusting. And I think it's always. I went to like the DR one time, and we actually had like genuine coconuts on the side of the road. They were warm and they were horrible. And I was I've never. Everyone's like coconut water so good. Yeah, I've had like the original coconut water. It's so. I don't know how people drink it. To be honest,
I can't stand coconut water.
That's like club soda.
It tastes very like corn, kind of like you're drinking sweet corn. I'm like,
sweet corn is good though.
Yeah, sweet corn's actually good. Actually, there's some really good corn, like a bit sweet.
Isn't sweet corn the one that's kind of like mashed? What's the one that's kind of mashed? I think it is sweet corn, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It probably is. Yeah,
sweet corn. It's like it's weird because it has like chunks in it, but it's also mashed. It's like a liquidy kind of.
That's how my grandma makes it.
Yeah, that stuff is good. Corn on the cob with like butter on it, bro, changed my life.
Especially
I'm not gonna lie.
When you grill it,
yeah, I had it for the first time with butter on it, and it was so
street corn, Mexican street corn.
I don't think I've actually had genuine street corn,
bro. It's really like what do they put on? What's the white stuff? It's sour cream, right? I'm pretty sure it's sour cream. They put usually like a spicy, well, usually tahini, and then they put like a green. I can't remember if it's I don't remember exactly what the green is, but it's fire.
Wasn't they putting tahini on fruit?
Yeah.
I've never had that, but I hear like a lot of people like that.
A lot of
Publix
Mexican
has it, right?
culture.
Publix has like actual individual
tahini. Yeah, aisle 3.
Yeah. yeah. They have actually individual things.
There's also candy.
I honestly keep debating whether I want to buy it, but I'm so nervous because I'm like,
it's a very acquired taste. Like you can't just go. You can't just go put it on everything.
You don't think so?
Think it's gonna taste good.
The thing is, it's like. The problem with it is it kind of, I mean, I guess it's the sweet and spicy aspect, but like specifically watermelon, it's so like, it's water. Like it's watery. So you're basically drinking spice. So in my opinion, I don't really like it. Yeah. But like on candy, it's okay. Like the sweet and spicy, because like they put it on lollipops. Mm-hmm. I've had like pear lollipops and they put tahini around it. Yeah. And it's okay. I mean, I still wouldn't prefer it, but it is what it is.
So they put it on like the fruit drinks, the straw.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
That those look kind of cool though. The straws that have like tahini around them, and then they take it off and drink.
Yeah, it's like when people put stuff around like drinks.
Yeah, like a rim.
Yeah,
the salt, or
and then you just lick it all up after.
Yeah, I never really understood that.
Yeah, like
you just get it on your hand.
I'm just licking the sugar at that point. Yeah, exactly.
We went out to go watch a game, and my buddy's girl got like a Snickers cocktail. And I was like, sounds like diabetes. And like halfway through it, she was like, "Oh yeah, this is really good." And then when we left, it was still halfway, and she was like, "Yeah, alcohol and milk don't mix too well."
I say Snickers. That sounds like something that should have stayed at Willy Wonka's factory.
It looked pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, but it was too much. It looked too much. I didn't try it, but it looked pretty crazy.
Gotcha. Y'all ever had a Cuban mojito?
A Cuban mojito,
like authentic Cuban mojito.
I've never had a Cuban mojito.
Man, that thing is fire.
What is that?
So they take like they use like white alcohol. I don't know which one they use. I think rum or something like agave based. And they take some club soda, some sugar cubes, and some mint. And what they do is they do like some syrup too, like stuff that you make for like cocktails. So they pour it in, mash the peppermint at the bottom, take some club soda, mix it, take some of the white alcohol, mix it. Oh my God, it is so good. But be careful because you don't taste the alcohol.
Yeah,
it tastes like.
You don't taste it until you wake up.
Exactly. You don't taste it until like, wow. It was a good. Yeah, it's like it's very light. It doesn't burn at all when it goes down. It's a very soothing drink in my opinion.
Remember, it was last year. We went to Wing House and we went yeah, and we went to go get a drink. I don't drink alcohol really. Like I just don't care for it. But my buddies were like, "Hey, get a drink, right?" And I got like a Tito's strawberry lemonade. And it wasn't the best drink. It was all right, but it wasn't good. And then we went to another place called Main Event, and they were like, "Oh yeah, get a drink again." And I was like, "I'm not getting another drink. Like I really don't want to." And we were sitting there at the bar just talking, and I was like, I could really go for like some ice cream right now. And I was like, I wonder if they'd make like a Tito's strawberry lemonade like float kind of thing. And no, I'm not talking to anybody. And this one guy from like behind the bar, like all the way in the corner, he looks at me. He's like, "I think I can try that." And then he made it and he brought it. And I'm not gonna lie, it was like a Tito strawberry like slushy milkshake kind of thing. And I ain't gonna lie, it was good, but you gotta be careful because there's a lot of like you don't taste the alcohol at all, but it's so good. It was so good. And he was like, "I think this was a great concoction." He was like, and then me and my buddy went to go get it. My other buddy went to get it. I was like, just put my name on it.
Put me on that list.
Put me on that list.
Hey, my man, whoever made that, give me your number, bro. I need the recipe.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. It's like Bloody Mary. Have you ever heard of that one?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it consists of.
Isn't that the veggies and it's like tomato juice?
Everybody says
tomato sauce.
It's supposed to help you prevent hangovers.
Yeah, looks like
because it's alcohol.
It looks like the
You're
worst.
basically just drinking more alcohol.
It looks like the worst cocktail ever created.
It's tomato juice,
yeah.
and I think it's tequila.
And they have like celery sticking out of it.
Celery, bacon, carrots.
Is there bacon in it?
They put all kinds of shit in. Olives.
They be throwing whatever in.
That sounds disgusting.
I've seen a lot of them with bacon.
Give us some garlic.
Pickles,
throw it in there.
Yeah.
Pickles.
Mashed the garlic.
Ground pepper. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like helping your hangover with some more alcohol. That'll do the trick.
That's why it prevents them, because you basically just get drunk again.
You just get drunk again. It kind of mellows it out until you wake up.
You'll never get hungover if you continue to drink.
Don't escape the cycle.
That's my way of thinking.
Stay in the cycle.
Yeah, that's true.
Stay drunk.
Exactly. You'll never have a hungover if you're always drunk. It's not a good way to live your life. Don't do it.
No. Yeah, that sounds very miserable. Same with the people that I ask, like, yo, like they be going like a party. Some people I'd be meeting at college, like, yo, what's the party gonna be like? Yeah, bro, it's gonna be like alcohol, weed, and all that. I'm like, does there need to be all that to have a party? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna do it. But like, if you want to do that, hey, knock your socks off. But me, like, if you can't have a party lit without something in you, you kind of lame in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
That's an alpha male.
Yeah, the people that have to get drunk to do anything.
Yeah, that's like,
it's like
it shouldn't be. My dad puts it like this: you can have stuff like that, but it shouldn't make up your entire personality. It should just be like a little accent. Like, okay, it's something to get you more comfortable, laid back. Not like I need this before the party starts.
Yeah, to have fun.
To have like,
Yeah.
I never got that, and I never will because it just baffles me.
All right, I feel that.
Real bad man.
You bomba-clat.
Bomba-clat.
Well, I think that's a wrap.
All right, it was a pleasure being on this little podcast.
Of course, it was a pleasure having you. We'll see you back next week.
See you.